What?
What?
Hi, Craig.
Hi,
Hi,
Greg.
Greg.
Apparently, we have a question if father is Italian. So
Father in game or father me?
In game.
In
who
game
cares
is
about
father
you?
Italian.
We're talking about
Probably
in
not,
game.
because Jaxon puts up with it so far. Actually, we don't know that if that's the case. We don't know how
Actually,
racist
he's
Jaxon
one-
can be.
Father's one of the
Jackson's
good
not
ones.
racist,
That's
guys.
why. No, because father's one of the good ones.
Damn.
Okay, that's racist.
Wow. Wow.
Wow on it.
All right. Well,
Move on.
that's as good as a place to start as any. Welcome to Arc 3 of Father's Quest. The quest begins. This is session 12. My name is Hafty, and I'm just excited to kind of get started with this next portion of our story that we're telling. So let's go around and introduce our characters, and you guys can go in any order. Just say your the name of your character, and a little bit about them.
I'll go last. You two fight for it.
Not it.
Blind fuck. Hi, I'm Percival. Most will call me Percy. I play Jaxon J. Jackson, a level 3 Warlock Asmar. And I don't really have any fun fact for today.
Okay, me next.
Unfortunately.
Yay. Also,
Yay.
boo. No, sorry.
What was the boo for?
No fun
Uh,
facts. You're late.
Oh, Halloween just happened. So maybe
Yeah.
like a spooky ghost. Oh, boo.
Ooh, what the heck? Okay. Hi guys. I'm Shao, and I'm playing Vixen Ozier, who is a level 3 ranger halfling. Um, Fun fact for today is that Vix actually has multiple pairs of different types of antennae, and the ones she most commonly wears are the capitate antennae, most often seen in butterflies. They're the clubbed ones. The geniculate antennae, also known as elbowed antennae, most often seen in the Hymenoptera order, also known as ants, wasps, and bees. And the serrate antennae, which is found in some beetles, and more importantly, fireflies. There you go.
They were fake.
They were
Yes,
fake.
they were fake.
I can't believe that you would lie about
We've
the
been lied to,
antenna,
guys.
but no one has
Never
ever asked a
lied.
question about the
Never-
entire time.
2 different
Never
members of the
lied.
party. My god. Anyway, speaking of liars, hi guys. I'm on it.
Onyx is a
I play-
certified liar.
Shut up. I play Oasis Whisperwind, a level 3 monk furbog. And today's fun fact is I actually did just lie. Oasis is not level 3. She's a level Guys, I know how to count. Shut up.
Yeah, you were
Shut up.
definitely lying
No.
on purpose about that.
Oh my god, I'm trying to say. She's a level 2 monk with 1 level of rogue.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, really?
I didn't
Yeah.
know that. All right.
Yeah, for like 3 or 4 sessions. I don't know why I kept it. I thought it would be
What?
something funny to tell, but it never came up.
Well, there's shit.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, who needs
Anyways.
Pippin?
Who needs Pippin, honestly?
Man, I should start
I'm right
multi-classing
here,
soon.
guys. I just don't know how to pick a lock.
That's so funny.
You fucking fighter multi-class. It's so much better HP.
Yeah, guys, we should all multi-class.
I'm not
I mean-
multi-classing. Screw that.
Okay, truly, what would make the most sense with your character to multi-class with?
Probably like
Druid?
druid or
Yeah.
Yeah, that tracks. Nature.
Yeah, nature.
Yeah, druid. I don't know, man.
Nature.
I'm multi-class
Nice.
fighter or some shit.
Yeah, fighter.
You know,
If the-
maybe when we get deeper into Vixen's lore and background later on, perhaps there is something there
Oh.
I'm not going to say any more than that.
Ooh, more
But
drama.
you might get some inspiration for that later on if you did choose that class.
Hell yeah.
This is not here, guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we tend to lose Lynx because there's since they can transform, they're very hard to know actually who Lynx is all the time. But unfortunately, Lizzie will be joining us later on in the session. If you haven't listened to it already, because at the time of recording, it's on the cutting room floor. Lizzie did a wonderful one shot
Halloween.
for the party. I played as Pippin, and everyone got to be kind of an actor in a play, but don't tell Pippin that. And it was a lot of fun. So if you haven't listened to that little side quest already, absolutely go ahead and do so. We're very, very excited about how that came out.
We got to play ghouls and ghosts and spooky shit like that.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing. Spooky shit like that.
Spooky shit like that.
Anyways, so yeah, listen to that, folks.
Pretty
Yep.
please.
So the reason I bring that up is for the purposes of probably the first few hours of this episode, we are going to essentially pretend that Lynx is asleep and dreaming about that one shot after
just
passing out,
zoom.
seeing father for the first time,
No.
and like the moment kind of catching up with him.
We finally found
Somebody in my
father.
office just randomly turned on. I did not do that.
Boy, they're just a guy.
We finally found father.
Yay! Time to
That's
kill
reason
him.
for celebration, guys. Arc 3.
Indeed.
Woo!
And he's a silly guy.
Yay! He's
Silly,
very,
goofy
very,
guy.
very silly. Very silly, very goofy.
Yep. So yeah, while we're talking about it, let's jump right into our session 11 recap. I'm just going to read what I have here. You guys can jump in if you feel that I'm missing anything. Or if there's anything that your character experienced that I didn't include here. So, the party has finally made it to Neverwinter after enduring grueling challenges at boot camp at Unity Citadel, and then escaping the smoldering remains of Harmony Haven. Last session, the party navigated a windy underground tunnel system, encountered the Drow Mafia at a mysterious speakeasy, and wound up face-to-face with Father at the DAD headquarters, hidden deep below the Neverwinter Wood. Join us today as the party finds out what happens next on their journey together. Will Jaxon overcome his fiendish patron? Will Oasis succumb to the newfound power that Carmine has offered him? And will Vixen have PTSD from her brainwashing at the hands of the MOM? Also, will Lynx ever figure out how Tony Mailman sent that letter? Perhaps we'll find out, or perhaps we'll figure out some, if not all of these, probably none, of these questions in this week's session. Welcome to Arc 3, the quest begins.
Woo! I highly doubt that we'll ever figure out what Tony Mailman is.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
He's an
Yeah.
enigma. Yeah,
Tony's
no.
secretly
He's
the big bad
an
evil guy.
enigma.
Yeah.
I believe that. I believe that theory. I really
Also,
do.
Pippin was the one to set the thing on fire. Let's
Yeah.
clear that up
Yo,
now. Pippin.
fucking slay.
Pippin
Good
committed
for her.
arson.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Yo.
good for her.
Sorry,
Good
allegedly.
for her.
If any illegal authority asks. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah, we saw nothing. We saw nothing.
Nothing.
Literally.
Legitimately.
Yeah, we didn't
We
see anything.
didn't ever do it, so.
We were in the
Exactly.
tunnel.
You never saw what happened.
We're just putting the blame on her because we think he's fucking cool.
You
That's
can't
why.
go back to
We
jail.
have no proof. We have no proof.
Yeah, we also can't go back to jail, guys. I
We
don't want to
can't
go back to jail.
We can't go back to jail.
We
Please.
can't go back to court, guys.
Well, hopefully, if you ever did end up back in jail or back in court, you have a pretty good lawyer in
Silas!
Silas.
Silas.
Silas!
Silas.
I love Silas. Silas is my favorite. I want to make that very clear now.
Yeah, no
Silas is my
shit.
Really?
favorite.
Really? No way.
I love birds. I love birds. I love Silas. I love lawyers.
Well, perhaps now that you're at the DAD HQ, maybe you'll run into Silas and the other members
we
of
like Grapple.
I'm
that
scared of
group.
running into Crimson Raven again. I gotta.
But we saw Grackle. He's really
Oh yeah,
cool.
that's true. You guys saw Grackle. You guys met
Oh,
Grackle,
yeah.
aka Indigo
Finally,
Ape.
a creature.
Grackles are kind of
All
bird.
us call us me.
Why is that 3 named after birds now? Or 3
Yeah.
bird
Bird.
references?
The dude likes birds. Lay off him.
I'm. What is he? Brennan Lee Mulligan? Huh?
Maybe silently, secretly.
Maybe.
Oh shit.
Do we
Yeah,
know that? No.
So let's without further ado, because I could never be Brennan. I'm gonna jump in. And you
Sounds
guys,
like-
the last time we saw you guys were kind of outside, peeking in through the doorway of Father's office, and he asked you a question, and I'll repeat it. I asked you a question, children. Are you ready to save the world?
Fucking sure, why not?
the high elf male shouts with glee at the party as you stand in that doorway to his office. Like I think I said before, he's dressed in a nicely pressed deep purple suit with a matching shirt and tie. He turns to face the party in his leather chair, and for the first time the party is met with the front of him. He seems to be a fairly tall, even for an elf. He has pale white skin and short jet black hair with that purple streak that almost feels like as if he's been struck by lightning. On his face, you can see that he is certainly older, maybe 140, maybe 150, perhaps older.
Young for an elf.
While elves do age slower than most other humanoids, this particular male has the beginnings of age lines and tired eyes. Like he hasn't slept in a while.
Old man. Old.
His lapel pin seems to be some sort of crystalline eyeball, mirroring the logo of the DAD. It is violet in color and seems to be radiating a powerful energy. You are free to roll anything you want here. If you wanted to take a look at that lapel pin or
Okay,
anything else
folks.
in the
First
office.
roll of the day.
I want to roll insight.
Smart. Yeah,
On-
insight probably.
Bob.
What am I good at? I forgot.
What are you rolling insight on, Percy?
Just father in general, trying to get a vibe
Yeah.
check. It's a
Yeah.
vibe check.
Okay,
Vibe
yeah,
check.
vibe check.
It's a vibe check, and I rolled a 5.
Guys, it's 15. I'm checking this bitch out. I know
What?
all your
You're what?
secrets.
Whoa, you're married.
Okay.
God,
With
not
a,
oh my god.
with a 5 and a 6, Jaxon and Vixen, you guys have just met this man. For all intents and purposes, he seems, fairly trustworthy. He brought you down to his secret lair. Clearly some sort of like spy headquarters. You know that you were specially selected for this role, when you were at the Sword Coast military base. So you have no reason to believe that he's, lying to you in any sort of way. With a 15 Oasis, you you're pretty. You feel exactly the same way as the others, except you're a little bit more interested in that lapel pin. It's perhaps the shiniest thing you've seen in a very, very long time. As if it's been like polished to the nines. Like it's incredibly, incredibly sparkly and bright. You've never seen a gem like that in your entire life. You can feel. Oh, you know what? How about this? In the back of your head,
Oh.
Hermine wakes up
Oh.
and he goes, Oasis, I want you to know that that lapel pin, that thing is powerful, powerful, powerful. Want to steal it?
No. Stop it. No. No.
That thing is magic. If you wanted to, you could roll Arcana.
Okay.
Is Oasis reacting to this out loud or in their
Yeah,
head?
are you just saying no?
I have no idea if Oasis can communicate with Minnie through her head, but she's not like saying it out loud.
I don't believe you've tried to communicate with
Yeah,
Carmine
no.
without opening your mouth. But
Yeah,
you can
no.
absolutely try.
No, I don't.
No, you're saying all the words out loud and looking crazy.
No, like, yeah, okay, yeah, she's saying it in her mind, but not in the way that she really thinks she's talking to him. Like, if he responds, private thoughts. Well, not
you
anymore.
can keep private thoughts from me. I live here.
Oh my God.
You haven't learned.
Exactly.
You haven't learned to compartmentalize your thoughts. Not yet. You can learn that. That's something that you can learn. But for now, you have full access to everything in here.
Ew.
Ew, okay, cool.
I want to get to hiding some things.
Anyways, Arcana, guys, I rock at Arcana.
I bet you
Yeah,
do.
you do, don't you?
Yeah, -1. Let's see. Oh, 17. Yo,
Yo, what are your rolls this time around?
Yo, I'm gonna. No, shush! Don't say anything. You guys know. You guys know whenever we say something about rolls.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, 17 guys. I'm just that good.
With a 17, with a 17 on your Arcana roll, you can tell that this magic is divine in nature in some sort of way.
What do I remember about divination? I forgot. Okay, divine. Okay, well, that's cool.
Yep. You can also tell that there might be a connection between this this lapel pin and the flowers turning purple outside. But you know that that's kind of a necromancy magic.
Yeah. Okay.
So you have a combination of necromantic magic and divine magic somewhere.
Okay. Cool.
Carmine chirps up and he goes, "Ooh, that is very interesting to know. Maybe don't steal it, because you absolutely would kill yourself trying to use it."
Don't steal it. Steal it. What? No, I really want to.
Oopsie.
But yeah, no, I shouldn't die yet. No. I mean, we barely.
Okay. And Father, he could tell you're kind of just staring at it. He's like, "Oh, this. We'll get to this later. You don't worry about it. I'll tell you everything you need to know." So, he gets up from his chair, and since you guys, I'm pretty sure Oasis spoke up for all of you that yes, you're ready to save the world.
It was
a bunch of mutters of yeah.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
All this
Okay.
is like, yeah, sure.
Regardless of whatever your answer was, this is what he does. Father is going to take you guys on a tour of the facility.
Yay!
So he walks out of his office and he walks you guys back towards those colorful doors that you got that you passed before getting to his office when you first came here.
He's there too long, guys.
Each one of these doors is representative of and belongs to the room of one of my high operatives. I'm sure you guys have met most of them at this point, if not all of them already. Crimson Raven, He points to the red door. Ember Dolphin points to the orange door, so on and so forth.
Yeah. Yeah, we met Crimson Raven.
Yep.
What did you think of him?
Yeah. I mean, he was okay.
Interesting
He's a
fella.
guy.
Certainly.
Yeah, I'm
He
sure
sure is.
Jaxon liked him a lot.
Yeah.
Huh, Jax?
Shut up. Shut up.
Well, I've recently chosen Crimson Raven to be the leader of my high operatives, as a way to kind of, stay here and monitor the entirety of the realm while there's some activity that we'll get to in a little bit. And surely you know at least a little bit about what the military is up to at this point. He continues walking you guys down on your tour, leading you guys to a series of rooms, one after the other.
Ooh.
He goes, these are our training rooms. You'll see, you have a full gym. You have access to a massive, fully stocked library. You have, over there is our armory. To the left is our mailroom. Beyond the library is our war room and command center. You don't have to actually memorize any of these directions. Generally, think of it as one big, underground facility. Each room having a specialized purpose.
How do y'all get your mail around?
Oh, I'm sure you've run into Tony.
Of course. Of course.
Oh, that guy.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I was wondering how he got around into the tunnels.
Yeah, he may not have, a ton of magic about him, but he knows exactly where he needs to be, and he's very, very reliable. He has even, sent mail I didn't intend him to send, and delivered mail that I'm sure has not been intended for its specific destination at that point either. He's a wily fellow, but he's nervous as all get out, but I love that man.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll see him again in due time.
Oh,
Yay.
Yay!
We haven't gotten to
That
the
sounds
best
great.
part yet, and he walks you further down one of the hallways to a set of 4 gray doors.
What's this?
Ooh, these ones are gray.
Each one of these doors is going to be your special room. You can do with it whatever you may wish. Each of these rooms, all equally sized, come with a simple bed, a trunk, a closet, and a desk. Additionally, each of these rooms comes with its own indoor plumbing, with a small attached bathroom with a shower, sink, and toilet, as you may need. But yeah, think of this as like a dorm room or a home away from home.
Oh.
You may paint your door, you may leave it as is, you may paint the walls on the inside, you may magically alter it in any way you see fit. The only rules is what happens on the inside of your door stays on the inside of your door. No one is allowed in or out without permission.
We have rooms all to ourselves.
Correct.
Delightful.
That's not bad, actually.
He opens up the leftmost door, and he goes, your buddy, well, I guess our buddy, Lynx, he fainted, so we moved him into here.
Yeah.
And he's napping, but
Right.
clearly the bed is extraordinarily comfortable. But walk with me over to the closet, and he opens the closet.
Oh, we're going back in the closet.
Oh, great. Back to
I
the
know.
closet, guys.
So.
I know it's not a lot of space, but again, you can magically alter this room in any way you need to. And again, this is Lynx's room, and he's asleep. And you see those little bubbles coming out of his nose.
Aw.
Aw.
You can practically see the cloud bubble above their head with dreams.
Yeah.
Right. Specifically, the one
The
shot.
specific of the play, yeah.
Yeah, just someone dying on the chandelier. What's that about?
Inside of the closet, there are 2 pairs of training outfits and mission uniforms. Your training outfits consist of a t-shirt or tank top, a lightweight fabric jacket with matching pants or shorts, socks, and training shoes, aka sneakers. Each outfit is white with purple trim and the DAD logo on the chest and left pocket of the pants/shorts.
Did we just get jogging outfits?
Yes.
I was
uniforms.
gonna ask if this was the Hunger Games for a second, but
You guys
know
have
what?
little workout uniforms.
Wow.
Oh, yay! That's cool. Awesome.
May the odds be ever in your favor, guys.
And
We have our
next to-
own Katniss Everdeen or whatever her name was.
It is Katniss Everdeen. You got it right.
Nice. I
Oh.
know my media.
Next to those training outfits are, since we're in Lynx's closet, it's a 1-to-1 replica of everything that Lynx usually wears. And Father goes, your mission outfits look exactly like the outfits that you're currently wearing, but with strategically placed DAD logos. You guys can put them wherever you want, on your character sheets if you choose to, or in future art, whatever you want. This armor grants you +1 AC as long as you are wearing at least 1 DAD logo on the outside of your armor. So it is visible. So long as it is visible, you will get this bonus. So yeah, feel free to customize this outfit as much as you want. Currently, it looks like exactly what you're currently wearing.
Delightful.
Yeah.
We love that.
You guys essentially just got a +1 AC and a bunch of logos. You've been branded.
Oh, fuck yeah. +1 AC.
Yay.
Hey, you went
I went
from
from an 11 to a 12.
Nice.
Good job.
Next time we need to start buying actual armor. Like, we need to find some decent stuff. Or we're fucked.
I'm adding this later because I did not pay attention for some
Well,
reason.
you haven't been to your rooms yet, so you haven't put it on yet.
True.
So he does walk you to your rooms. You are free to explore. Your rooms as you see fit. All of them look identical. You can put things down. You can put down your bags. You can put down weapons or anything that's encumbering you. And then Father will wait outside until you guys are ready. You may take a shower if you want. It's been a long time.
Yes, please.
You're like 3-4 days we haven't showered.
You can
It's just-
change into the training outfit if you want.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
you're off the clock right now.
Fucking shower. I'm sure if all of us shake our heads, dust comes flying out.
Oh,
Ew.
we need that.
We need a fucking shower.
All right. So let's say you get, whoever wants to take a shower showers. For the first time in your entire life, you're probably experiencing indoor plumbing.
Oh yeah, probably.
It's extraordinarily high tech. Think of those really fancy Japanese toilets,
Oh god.
but it's everything.
Damn.
Huh.
Huh.
Jaxon is pressing all the wrong buttons on everything.
Oh, dude, real.
It's too cold, it's too hot, almost burns off his skin.
Yeah, he cannot figure anything out.
Wonderful.
I heard
So you
the shower.
guys, you guys have a few minutes just to relax and chill out, and then you, if you wanted to do any more roleplay, let me know. Otherwise, we'll go back to Father.
No. If we're putting on the uniform, do we +1 to armor class?
If you decide to put on your mission uniform, absolutely, you can just straight up add the +1 AC. If you decide to put on your training outfits, you're not going to get that +1 It's not the same. It's just a fun extra outfit.
I'm putting on the new outfit, and I think the logo is just on the vest. Just
Cool.
well, you know those like biker jackets where they have like a huge patch on the back?
Yeah, on the back, yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the back.
Yeah.
It is a
Dope.
patch
Love it.
on the back.
Little
That's really fun.
gangsta. Aren't you looking cute? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going
Uh,
insane, guys. Sorry. Like always.
What else? Did anyone else want to put on one of the outfits, or are you just going to continue with what you're doing?
I've had enough with tacky outfits, yo.
It looks exactly like your normal clothes, though.
Did you ever switch back to your normal clothes?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Okay.
How? How? When?
Magic.
Where?
Magic.
When it was
I don't
just-
think
when
you
it
ever
was-
did. So if you wanted the
Shush,
opportunity,
shush,
you
shush.
can now.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
That would actually
Yeah.
that would be lovely. Yes.
yeah. Take
Okay.
a shower.
Ew. What are those?
Oh my
Ew,
god.
what the
Ew.
No, guys. Don't worry.
Get your stinky ass in the shower.
Get your ass in.
Not nice.
You know what's nice? Smelling your ass. Come on.
Ew.
Why are you smelling my ass?
Yeah, hold on.
Hold up. Very.
I despise you all.
Ew.
All right. Okay. So Jaxon got clean, put on the new outfit. Vixen changed back into your regular clothes. Oasis, did you want to do anything else?
Yeah, get clean, put on the outfit too, I guess.
All right. Did you want to put on the mission uniform that's the +1 AC, or did you want to put on
Yeah.
something a little bit less white, a little bit more lightweight?
Wait, it's armor, right?
Yeah, technically, it's a 1-to-1 replica of the entirety of whatever you're currently wearing, but it grants +1 AC.
It's armor. I can't wear armor. I mean, I can. It's just as a monk, it'll like remove because I'm. I can't.
It's not. It's.
thing.
Think of it. It's just. I'm just giving you a +1 AC.
Okay.
Onyx. It's like the bracers of defense in Baldur's Gate, where as long as you're not wearing armor, it'll give you a bonus.
Okay. Okay. If it's just
Yeah.
a +1, yeah, I'll wear it. Okay.
This isn't gonna break the game. Trust me.
Not yet.
Not
I'm just
yet.
straight up giving you all a +1 AC because you're squishy.
Yay!
No,
Thank
it's
you.
actually one of us. It's me. I
All
may
of
have.
us are squishy.
We're all squishy
I'm
in
not
different
squishy.
ways.
Okay.
Yeah, you're the less squishiest of us.
Which is so weird because I'm the tiniest.
Yeah, you're the smallest. That's why you're so
Yeah.
hard to hit.
Exactly.
You're so small. You're so hard to hit.
Yeah.
I think that's like actually the reason that AC would be higher.
Wait, what's your AC?
My AC is like 15.
Oh. Yeah, not compared to my 17, but okay.
Okay, whatever. Don't talk to me. Whatever. I don't care.
I
I
have
care.
12.
Oh, look at you with a 12. Good job.
I feel good about my
Aw.
12. Thank you. I think it's just
Oh,
enough.
Do you? Yeah.
You know.
It's like average.
Good job.
You know, bigger isn't always better. All right.
Yeah. Whatever. That's what they all say.
Okay. Let's get out with our new outfits.
All right, so you guys walk out of your new kind of dorm rooms, and you guys are met with Father. Father looks very impressed. He goes, "Wow, you guys look absolutely fantastic in those new mission outfits. That logo, I love it. We're all about branding here at the spy agency, where no one's supposed to know what we do."
Oh, we can
Yeah,
tell.
can tell.
Yeah.
He goes, "All right, and with that, you guys can follow me. We're going to the command center."
All right.
Ooh, command
So-
center.
Father walks you guys, sans Lynx because the boy is out like a light, down a series of hallways until you reach a room that is very dark and very cold. The only light coming from the only light in this entire room is being emitted from a center table with a magical projection of Neverwinter hovering above it, kind of rotating.
It's like My Little Pony.
Later seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Later seasons.
Yeah.
Everything in this room is made of kind of that same like steel like metal. There is a round conference table with 12 chairs surrounding it. Presumably this is where Father and the other high operatives discuss missions and are given orders for things that have to get done around here and around the realm. Father gestures you all to take a seat at the table, and then goes to sit at the far end of the table below a painting. Do you guys sit down?
What's the painting of?
Yeah, what's it of?
I'll tell you when
what's
you
the
sit down.
painting?
Fine.
Oh,
This feels kind of counterproductive for conversations, but all right.
Alright, let's sit down.
Yeah, sit down.
Once you
Sit
guys
down
all
next
sit
to
down,
each other.
once you guys all sit down, a light
Get me
turns
away
on
from
above
this.
the painting so you can see it a little bit better.
Oh.
It seems to be a portrait done in oil paint of a beautiful woman clad in white robes with a golden light kind of wrapping around her. Her eyes are closed, but she is smiling. She has brownish hair and a shining golden crown atop her head. Looking at her is actually putting your mind at ease. The deeper and deeper you gaze into this painting, the lighter you seem to feel. You feel as though all the trouble in the world has simply melted away, because she is here to protect you and make everything better. You can almost hear a faint voice echoing from inside your own head, drowning out any patrons or fiends or psycho killer clowns or self-doubt or brainwashing. And this is going to make sure that everyone is brought back to full health and immediately is granted +1 temp HP.
Oh,
Yay!
delightful.
Hers is the only voice that can penetrate these
Whatever.
walls. Mother is with all of us, and maybe one day you will meet her. However, right now we have to discuss something very, very important. So take what you can from witnessing her visage, because it's about to get heavy.
It's great.
Voice.
The world as you know it is about to end. Permanently. As I speak, an army of soldiers marches downward from the spine of the world. This force has already managed to take settlements, drive people from their homes, and slaughter hundreds, if not thousands, of civilians. The Sword Coast military, mighty as they are not fast enough, nor do they have the numbers to drive this force back into the darkness. Crimson Raven, as you know, was sent to deal with a squadron of these soldiers in Flint Rock. He has not returned yet. So, yesterday I sent out Violet Panther to help him. I am hoping that they return soon. Usually, I'm able to keep an eye on them with this, and he gestures to his lapel pin. This is the Eye of Intelligence, one of 7 known divine cores. Imbued with the power of a once great and powerful god of the realm, Agma, this eye grants me the ability to gaze around the realm at will. The one thing it has a hard time seeing through, though, seems to be black iron. A forged material so dense that magic cannot pierce it. It seems a large percentage of Obsidian Conclave soldiers wield black iron weapons, or armor, which mask my ability. I wish I could send you now, but you're simply not ready to fight them. The Conclave. I saw how you fared against that tiefling warlock and those demons. You're lucky to have made it out alive.
Don't! Okay, continue.
Yeah, I got a bone to pick up that one.
So, here's the mission I'm sending you on right now.
Oh god.
You have to get stronger, and you have to become a beacon of hope for the surrounding community. If you're going to be the chosen ones, you have to start acting like it. If you have the public on your side, perhaps we can turn the tides of this war an inch closer to saving the realm. That is why I'm putting you on cleanup duty.
Clean up.
All right.
Clean up.
Clean up.
Yes. You are to head into Neverwinter proper, the city outside of the forest.
Alright.
You're going to help civilians with whatever tasks they need doing. If it could be, it could be putting out fires, rescuing cats from trees, building new homes, as most of Neverwinter has been torched at this point, or taking out the trash. Whichever comes first.
Yeah.
This should be easy. All right.
It'll be fun.
Fine.
I'm used to stuff like this. It'll be great.
Yeah, me too.
Oasis?
Oh.
I know you have loved ones in the area. You're free to head to your home first to see them. However, be wary that things may not be exactly as you expect when you get there. Take the next few days to rest up and train. I want you all to learn new skills, read my collection of books from the last 1,000 years in the library. Work out with Work out in our gym with any of the high ops that tend to roll in. I know you ran into Grackle already, but perhaps others will join you. When you feel like you're ready to head out, you can leave exactly the same way you came in. Also, here's this. And Father pulls out a very, very familiar item. It's a small silver cube, exactly 1 inch cubed. 1 inch
We
by 1
get
inch.
one!
We can go.
We got one! Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, those
When
are
you
one
press
of those.
this button, and he points to the button at the top, you will instantly transport back here. You can travel with up to 4 others. This is a one-time use item. The technology hasn't been perfected yet, so a multi-jump version isn't possible. Whoever wants this, you have one of them. Add it to your inventory as Jump Cube V1.
So who's gonna take it?
I'll take
I
it.
have the bag. I have the bag.
Yeah, to be fair, Vixen does have a bag. Vixen's the bag guy.
I'll take it.
All right.
Vixen
Bro.
is the bag guy.
I wanted to be the bag boy.
Can we
Okay,
trust
Gotta
you?
get a bag.
I'm the bag boy.
Can we trust you with it?
No,
Yeah,
with me?
can we?
Me? Of course.
Are
My
you
first answer
sure?
was no.
With Mr.
How
Clown
could you
Demon inside your head?
not? Huh?
With Mr. Clown Demon inside your head?
What's he going to do? He's in my head. He's not controlling me. Calm down.
Well, maybe not right now.
Exactly. Not ever. No.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we don't know that. It's okay.
Uh-huh.
Plus, we already decided it's for Vixen. So let's move on. Let's just move it.
Vixen is God's favorite little princess.
Sure, okay.
Safety.
Put it in your tacky
So,
bag of holding. Sure.
You can
Hacky?
add to Vixen's inventory Jump Cube V1.
How
It
many
is
versions
a
are we
1
gonna
inch by
get
1 inch
there?
by 1 inch cube, made of a silvery metal.
Ooh, silver.
It has a button at the top that, when pressed, is going to transport you and up to 4 others to back to the DAD HQ building.
Yeah, we saw Crimson and the others use it.
Silas, yeah.
Yes. However, when you saw Crimson use it, his teleported him to where the mission sent him. So he didn't come all the way back here. He went right to Flint Rock.
Yeah, we have version 1.
Yeah, question.
Yes.
Self-destructing letters. Is that normal here?
Are you asking Father?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Self-destructing letters. Self-destructing letters. I don't see why not. Seems fairly simple to make, if not have not already been made. Is that something you've encountered so far?
Yeah, actually given to us by Crimson Raven, no?
Oh, you know what? Yes, that was, yes, I 100%. Okay. I forgot what you were talking about. Yes. that was one of our scientists decided it would be a good idea to send a letter in that capacity. I don't know much about the technology; it's fairly new, but it seems to be that if you cast some sort of spell or use some sort of science, again, I'm not entirely sure how it works. You can make exploding letters.
Boom.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
Boom.
Hmm.
Did you get burnt, or you seem fine?
No, we got the letter there in time.
Okay, good.
Everything
Did you
is
guys execute the potential traitor within the MOM?
Oh, somebody must have been executed over at that place.
Something happened there.
Oh yeah, something
know.
happened there. That's for sure.
Okay.
That's not good in some way.
When it comes to the MOM, I feel like we can trust Seraphina. However, there's a lot that I cannot see for some reason at that location. I want to think it's black iron, deposits in the ground, because I can only see the church building and surrounding area and nothing below it.
Yeah, it was a cult. It was a cult. It was a cult.
Yeah, it was.
The whole thing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
We'll have to discuss this with Seraphina. That can absolutely not happen.
We tried. She got super offended that it was questioned, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be too if I was suddenly being accused of having a cult in my presence. She usually runs a fairly tight ship.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have to worry about that place anymore.
She might be going down with the ship.
Yeah.
And father who hasn't checked up on the MOM headquarters in a while, Harmony Haven, he goes, "What do you mean you don't have to worry about it?" And then he taps the lapel pin, and suddenly his eyes turn purple, and he goes, "Oh,
there we go.
Oh,
yep.
Oh,
you guys burned.
That wasn't us.
Well, we didn't do. No, we didn't.
For legal reasons, we also cannot disclose.
Whatever you're seeing, we did nothing of it. I don't know what you're seeing. I did nothing.
We were in the tunnels by the time it set ablaze, likely. So we weren't able to see who it was. Technically true. Technically true.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really true. Like, Oasis.
Well, I have no reason not to believe you.
Yeah.
So so you guys have your mission, but like I said, I want you guys to train over the next few days and get a little bit stronger before you go out in public, as your first kind of official act as part of the DAD. You can train in any way you wish. You can train your brain. You can attune to any weapons you may have picked up along the way.
Who
needs that? Yeah.
But once you guys are ready, you let me know, and we'll send you up.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right then.
Yeah.
Sounds like we have a plan.
All right. So this begins a training montage. We'll go one by one, and you're gonna tell me what you want to do. Let's say you can choose to either spend your time physically working out, and maybe I'll give you a bonus depending on how you roll to strength or athletics or something. Or you know what? How about we do this? I think this will be a little bit more fun.
Oh.
You guys can pick 2 skills that you have that you want to work on, and we'll role play a way for you to add a +1 to it. If you fail any of these rolls, you are going to permanently take a -1 though.
Oh shit!
Permanently until you work on it again.
Oh fuck! All right,
wow. Guys.
So if you say I want to work in investigation, and you decide that you're going to instead of maybe going to the library and reading a bunch of mystery novels or learning about cases or something, and you decide to, slack off and eat ice cream the entire time, and you roll for it and you get a critical failure, that's what I would do. because it means your character wasn't actually trying.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So you guys, let's say you have 2 days. Each day you can learn one skill, and then we'll role play it out. We'll start day 1 with Oasis.
Ah.
Yay!
Fucking hell.
Yay!
Yay! Yeah. Take this time to think, fellas. Okay. Ugh. A skill, right?
Mhm.
What's a skill I want to improve in? Wouldn't it be funny if I got more stealthy?
You can. You can try. You're at a spy agency. They have resources to learn how to do this.
Exactly. Okay, yeah. I'll do stealth.
Okay. If you're going to learn stealth, I'm going to give you the option to either learn about basic spy tactics at the library or go to the gym and get physically more, fast on your feet.
Yeah, let me think for a good second. Box
Hmm.
or the gym?
Hmm.
Yeah, probably be faster on his feet. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So you're going to go to the gym, and you're going to work on getting faster. You walk into the gym and you see. Let's roll for it.
Yay.
Let's see if anybody else is working out there with you.
Yeah, then I
Gym
slip
buddy.
and fall and hit my face and I die, of embarrassment. And then I'm gonna have to kill everyone in this place.
You see a familiar face that you haven't seen in a long time. You see Harlan Songweaver, aka Azure Hawk.
Yay.
Let me see if I have to pull up anything for him. If I remember correctly,
Yeah, he performed, right?
yes, he performed with
Yeah, the guy Lynx hates.
what was his name?
That one guy, Minotaur.
The
Yeah,
guy
why
that
is
didn't
it-
expect us to actually want to fight.
Yeah,
what his
we
name
were
is, but
supposed
yes.
to wait for him and get a drink or something. Nah, we went in and ruined their concert. That was fun. Yeah,
That was fun. Good
that was
times.
fun.
Good times, guys.
Yeah,
Good
we got
times.
distraction. Oasis went in and partied. Vixen got thrown out. That was fun.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
So-
remembering good stuff. Session 2, guys. Come on.
So you see, you walk in the gym and you see Harlan, who is a kobold bard, and we decided early in the campaign that we were going to do dungeon meshy rules, so kobolds are
Really?
puppies.
Yeah, but there's also whatever. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, he's working out. He's doing some curls. He's a bard, so they're not the heaviest weights on planet Earth. But yeah, he's hanging out, and he's like, "Oh, hey Oasis, long time no see."
Hey, what's up?
I figure if I it's Harlan. I didn't expect you to remember my name.
Yeah, I'm not good with names. Yeah, sure. Hi.
It's okay. From one person whose favorite color is blue to a person who happens to be blue. Because I don't know your favorite color. It may not be blue. Welcome to the DAD gym. I'm happy to give you the grand tour, or you could ignore me completely.
No, yeah, show me a tour of this place. This looks
All right.
nice.
So over to the left, we have things like treadmills and bicycles, stationary bikes. Over to the right, we have more of your weightlifting equipment and similar machines like that. And over there is their bench press. And just generally, it's a very familiar gym if you've ever been to a gym. There are yoga mats or centering your mind, or otherwise, doing a more of a physical calisthenic workout. You're able to do whatever you want here. And he goes back to, his curls. And
Okay.
he goes, so, what are you working on today?
Mm, well, I was going to work on. Well, for someone that's kind of big, I'm actually quite stealthy, so I kind of wanted to work more on that. So
Yeah, I absolutely. I think if you wanted to get lighter on your feet, the best way to do that is probably some yoga.
yeah.
I would, I can do it with you. We could do some poses together. I could walk you through it. Otherwise, if you know how to do it, I know you're a monk. You probably know your way around
Oh
yoga.
yeah, I've done this many times. Yeah.
All right, then I'll leave you to it. And he goes back to his curls if you want to go to the yoga mats and start doing your yoga poses.
The
Yep.
downward dog, praying child, all the fun stuff.
And hard stuff. Yeah.
And while you are doing that, can you make me an athletics check?
Yay. Athletics. Don't fuck it up. 19.
19. You're such a pro at, these yoga poses. You've done this a billion jillion times. You feel yourself getting, even better as you're doing it though, and you can feel like even within you, you're becoming a master of these yoga poses. Maybe you could even teach them one day to anyone who asks. Like, that's how good of a master you are at yoga. And you feel within you that you have just gotten lighter on your feet, so you're going to get a +1 to your stealth.
Yay. Yay.
Hmm.
Plus
All
one.
right.
How do I?
It takes you all day. Um, and by the time you're done, you're drenched with sweat, but you feel really, really, really good. And by the time you're done, Harlan is long gone. He waved goodbye to you a few hours ago. Um, and you're free to go about the rest of your day. It's
Yay.
you can't. There are no windows. There are no clocks, but you could tell that your body is tired. Maybe it's time to go to bed. We're gonna rewind the clock though, and we're gonna go do Jaxon. What skill would you like to improve on while you're here?
I I think specifically, oh, what is it? Conditioning. Like that
Okay.
kind of training. Conditioning
Okay.
training.
So athletics.
Yeah.
Like if you had to pick one of your skills.
Yeah, athletics.
Okay. So yeah, you have the option of going to the gym and learning, how to better condition your body, how to get, in touch with, your muscle groups and things.
Yeah.
So you head to the gym, seemingly at a different side of a gym than Oasis because they spent their whole day there as
Yeah.
well. But we're gonna roll to see who is in the gym, if anybody, with you at the same time.
Yay.
We are hoping for.
Watch me get bad luck and get Crimson Raven.
Crimson Raven is on a mission.
You
Oh,
should
right.
run
Never
it.
mind.
Ooh,
Sorry.
so
I
bad.
You
Damn.
got
Think-
a very, very familiar face
Oh.
as everyone's favorite lawyer walks in to the gym.
Yay! Sorry, I love Silas. Silas is great. Shout out to Silas.
Oh, hey there.
Silas, hi.
Hey, how's it going? What are you working on today?
Hoping for some kind of conditioning, stamina, that kind of stuff.
Oh, perfect. You can work out with me. Generally, I'm a lawyer, but I'm technically the rogue of the party. I when I'm not, in a court of law, I'm usually here at the gym. If you want, we could get, What do you said you're working on? What are you working on?
I'm working on conditioning.
Conditioning.
Just
Yeah, absolutely. Let's conditioning. Let's just go over some light stretches and then go hit the treadmill. And maybe the stationary bikes and really get, our lungs opened up and our heart pumping.
what are bikes?
So okay, new tech, got it. Over in the corner there are what's called a stationary bike. It's got handles and a seat, and it's got these two wheels. If you it's like, okay, you're from farms.
Yeah.
Okay, you know horses.
Oh, obviously. Yeah.
Okay, remove everything you know about horses except for the fact that they move forward and that they have legs.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you're going to get on your horse and you're going to pedal. And these are pedals. And he shows you that I don't know how to describe pedals. They're pedals.
Yeah, no, I get the
Jaxon
picture.
never ride a bike? My God.
Okay, listen, I'm going based
Oh
off
my
of
God.
my knowledge, what technology would have been available to him. I don't think he would have known what a bike is.
Oh my God.
So you know what? Maybe it's better if I just show you. And he gets on the one next to you. And he gets on it and he starts pedaling. And he's kind of gripping the handlebars. And he goes, just follow my lead. All right,
Anyways,
so
I'm back.
he teaches you how to use a stationary bike, but I'm going to make you roll an athletics check to see if
Get up.
you can
Fuck
figure this
it
thing out.
up. Fuck
I
it
will
up.
100% use my
Fuck it
inspiration on this
up.
if I have to.
Fuck it
Of
up.
course, you don't want to embarrass
Fuck
yourself
it
in front of
up.
Silas.
Never mind.
21. All right.
Fuck
So
you, Onyx.
you look like
Damn.
you're in the Tour de France.
Oh,
Like you
shit.
got the hand of a stationary bike like no one has ever in history done. Silas is incredibly impressed, sitting next to you, watching you pedal your heart out, and you feel like you've earned +1 to your athletics check.
I'm gonna make a note of that on my character sheet somewhere.
And somewhere you got +1 in relationship.
It's like Silas approves up in the corner.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you got a real hang of that real quick.
Yeah.
Just like riding a horse?
Not really, but I mean.
I've never ridden a horse.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, not really a thing that city boys get to do very often.
All right. Well, if you ever, get down to Jacksonville, if you're ever around a horse, I could teach you a few things.
Oh, that'd be great. Maybe if there's a mission, we'll head over there together. And he gets some water and he leaves. See you later.
See ya.
And at this point, it is very much late in the day. There are no windows, there are no clocks, but your body is tired and it's telling you to go to sleep.
What's the dinner situation? That's my question.
Oh, good question.
Ooh,
I didn't think about dinner. All right.
Food, we're hungry, feed us.
Okay, maybe
Okay,
maybe
when-
do shows thing first.
We're gonna
Can we
do
do shows thing first?
Give me some time to think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
We'll go do Vixen, and then we'll get a dinner in, and then you guys will finish the day up.
Yay!
Okay. So we're gonna rewind the clock a little bit, and we find Vixen thinking about what she wants to do with her skill check. Where are you headed? What do you want to learn? Or you can take the time to attune.
Yeah, I feel like attuning. I feel like I should attune for real.
Okay. Do you
feel
remember the
like
nature
that's
of
a
your
good idea.
attunement?
Have to spend a night in solitary. A meditation with the bow, reflecting on my past and what Events made me the person I am today and succeed on a wisdom insight check of 15 plus.
Okay. So we're gonna do that then after we do dinner then. That way you have the
Dinner.
entire night to attune. So if you fail, you can try, maybe once or more, depending on how long it takes. We're gonna say it takes 8 hours to attune. Okay, so you guys all get back together. Oh, you know what? Do you want advantage on your attunement roll?
Do I? Yes. Why would I say
Okay.
no? Yes.
So during this time, Vixen, I want you to go to the library, or to the
Yay, library.
or to the armory. You can choose one or the other.
I'm going
You
to the
can
library.
learn about weapons via books. You can learn about magic items via books, or you can learn about weapons in person.
No, take me to the library.
Okay, you walk into what is the most robust and beautiful library you've ever been in your entire life. Have you ever been in a library?
Ooh,
It is all to
I think I
wall,
am.
probably 40 feet up of just books. There are those big fancy ladders that are on like wheels that you can like go back and forth on.
Wow.
There are big like plush, chairs in the middle, with like a purple suede fabric. There are tables, where you can, put your books and just kind of, read over them. It is a massive, massive, massive library. And we can roll to see if any of the other high operatives are here with you.
No, please leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Well,
Come on, you gotta socialize.
Wow.
just your luck. We actually have a repeat. So
Oh,
you walk into the library, and you see just having showered Silas, also kind of walking in with you, and he goes, "Hey, Vixen, right?"
yes. Yeah, hi.
Hi.
You.
What are Silas? I was your lawyer.
Silence. Oh, yeah. I know.
I know I'm
yeah.
not wearing a suit and tie. I get it. I'm a little bit more kicked back when I'm when I'm not on the job. So anyway,
Yeah.
what are you trying to get better at today? What are you trying to learn in our library?
Just some general stuff about weapons, maybe bows.
Do you have your bow with you?
I have it in my bag, in my big bag, small bag
Do you
of
care if I
holding.
see it?
Um.
I don't have to touch it. I just have to see it.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
You didn't
Yeah.
want to
Okay.
zap him, huh?
You take out your bow,
Yeah.
and it still has that like green sparking energy, right? It's kind of radiating throughout, but because you haven't attuned to it yet, maybe it's still a little erratic. And he goes, "Whoa, that thing packs a punch. I can feel the magic from here. You definitely need books on magic items. Have you ever handled magic items?"
Uh, uh, uh.
I'm gonna go with no.
No.
So, yeah, magic items are really rare and extraordinarily dangerous. Super powerful if you know how to use them. And he gets on one of the ladders and like kicks off a wall and towards, a side. You can make an athletics check or an acrobatics to get on the ladder with him as it glides.
Sure. What does that roll? I haven't. Okay.
16. Yeah, we'll say you get on the ladder and you're now going like 10 or 15 miles an hour down deeper and deeper into the library, and he pulls off a few books from the shelves and he hands them to you and he goes, "All right, I found a book on magical weaponry, and I found a book on general magic items. I found a book on attunement, and here's a book on. Well, no, I'll save that for later. That one's for me.
Wow.
Yeah, have fun.
Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. I'll leave you to it. I'm sure I'm sure Leora would yell at me if I'm making this much noise in the library. And I'll see you later. And he grabs his book and he walks to his bedroom.
Okay.
So you now have 3 books on generally how to use a magic item and how to attune. So I'm going to give you the opportunity now to read those books. If you roll, I'm gonna have you roll just a straight d20. If you roll a 1 through a 9, you did not learn enough to earn advantage. If you roll a 10 or higher, I'll give you advantage. And you can use your lucky for this if you want to.
Okay. Please.
That'll be a failure.
Oh my god!
No! It's so over.
Do you want to use your lucky?
You have
I
lucky?
don't think my lucky works like that.
Yeah, it's
No.
for not once, no?
Is it only for nat ones?
Probably, yeah.
Half foot lucky.
That's
Okay.
I mean, half foot.
halfling.
All right.
Damn!
We're gonna say that that's a failure. Unfortunate. You don't get advantage, but you don't have disadvantage. You know.
Okay.
So you can take these books with you and maybe try again tomorrow. If you fail at attuning tonight, you know you can try again the next day because it's 2 skill checks. But we're gonna say that you spent a long time studying, and just unfortunately, it was too high level for Vixen at this point. You just didn't understand what you were reading. You tried really, really hard, but it just wasn't clicking. So you and the others finish up with your skill checks and your workouts. You shower up and you meet back in, I guess, the command center area. And you're stopped by Father, who is like, all right, it looks like you guys worked really, really hard today. You have one more opportunity tomorrow to learn and get better at whatever you wish. Who's hungry?
Me. Please.
Me, I guess.
All right. You guys can walk with me. We're going to go to the cafeteria opposite the gym. It's some good stuff in there. We don't really necessarily have a chef, but we have magic. And he points a finger at like a buffet, and suddenly all of this food magically appears throughout, like popping up one by one. You have roast chicken, you have various different types of soup, you have breads and cheeses, you have wines and beers and water and veggies and whatever. Anything that you think you can get at a medieval times is all there.
So much better.
Sometime in history.
And let's roll
Yay.
to see if anyone besides the 3 of you and Father are in this room. And the answer is no.
Damn.
Yay.
fine.
So it's just you guys.
I would have loved.
No gruel or slop. Hey.
Unless you want it.
No.
No,
Absolutely not.
I was one of the only ones that survived that. No.
You know why they have that stuff there, right?
Why?
It's to rule out. It's to send home anyone who just can't handle it.
Oh, well.
So if if let's say you had a bite and you just vomited, right? It's disgusting. Like you couldn't stomach it. You probably should have gone home. At least that was the what they try to do.
Oasis like
About
looking
that.
back at Vix and Jaxon like,
About
really?
that.
Don't look at me.
Interesting.
What?
Father gives you a knowing glance, like he knows
Oh.
exactly what happened.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
You don't think I was watching you the entire time?
Oh, no,
That's
don't say
weird.
that.
I
Don't say
think there are
that.
some moments I prefer to not think about you watching me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
well,
Don't say
it's my
that.
job.
Yeah. At some point, it's got to be creepy. The whole can see you at any time thing.
At
It
some
is.
point, I feel like it's been
It
creepy.
is. It is.
I mean, I'm
All
not
the time,
watching. I'm not
100%.
watching. I'm watching the whole realm. Like,
Okay.
it's
Okay,
not, and it's
well.
also just kind of whenever I feel like it. It's not like it's being beamed into my eyeballs 24/7.
24/7. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Although we are working on technology soon that in the command center, if I take this off and I put it into like this in this module, it'll kind of create these like holographic, displays that you can see everything that you'd want to. But so far, the technology isn't working. These divine chords are extraordinarily strange and powerful.
Hmm.
Maybe you guys will find some.
Maybe.
Huh.
Really?
In fact, you probably should. But that's a conversation for another day. So yeah, eat up. And he grabs a roast chicken and some veggies and some mashed potatoes, and a glass of red wine, and he starts going at it.
Shit. Is there whiskey?
No,
Aw.
no hard
Yeah.
liquor, but wine and beer.
There's what?
Wine and
Wine
beer.
and beer.
Beer will have to do.
Okay. You're just having beer. You're not having food.
No, I'm having
Wow,
food. I just
Jackson, your love for beer is concerning. No food?
didn't Jackson have like a thing of beer with his dad like
Yeah.
the night before he left?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting it He's getting it for sentimental sake.
Oh, he
Okay.
misses his dad. That's so sad.
You're not? Oh,
I
sorry.
don't have
I thought
a
it was
dad.
coming
Unless it just looks like Jackson has a drinking problem, but
I
Yeah.
don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think he has a
uh-huh.
drinking problem. And then Oasis has, like, she's drinking beer too.
Uh-huh.
The only real drinking
Yeah.
problem is when you run out of beer.
Exactly.
Oh god.
So you guys eat. Feel free to role play however you want. The next thing we're gonna do is go to bed. So let me know when you guys, want to go do that. Feel free to ask Father any questions you have. He's just hanging out with you.
Yeah, no,
Jackson's
let's just
chowing
ignore
down.
him, guys.
Jackson's fucking chowing down. He's
Go
just
for it.
I guess so is
He's-
Vix.
he's going to town on his food. He's
My god. It's as if you guys didn't eat like a few hours ago. Jesus.
I've been in the gym all day. I forgot
Yeah,
to eat.
I mean, yeah, me too. I didn't see you in the gym. I was doing yoga.
I caught sight of you at one point, but I was on the other side, so I figured I'd leave
Oh,
the
the other side. Yeah. I was
Yeah, there are
just
these-
relaxing,
There are
really.
these weird things called backs. It was fun.
You have okay. You don't know. Okay, cool.
Well, now I know
You
what they
know-
are. Silas explained them to me.
Oh, now you know.
Oh, Silas.
Okay. That's good for you. Now you know.
You know
Huh.
what? You know what, Oasis? Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad you're learning.
Thanks. Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Oh yeah, and I saw what is his name? I don't remember. The guy from Blue Knight. One of them. Blue.
Oh,
I have no
was it
idea.
the
Cobalt.
Astiel or the?
Cobalt.
Huh?
Cobalt.
Oh, oh yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Father types in. That's
The
Harlan.
gym.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know you're in this conversation. Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
literally
I'm
sitting next to you.
Shh. Thank you, Father.
Oasis be nice.
I am nice. I didn't say anything. He just jumped in.
No, yeah.
Anyways, yeah, he showed me the gym. It's real nice.
Is it
Yeah. Where were you all day?
in the library?
Oh, that's not fun.
What? Well, of course you would say that.
Libraries are
What do
pretty
you
fun.
mean? Of course
You
I
do.
would say that. What does that mean?
I'm just saying you don't
Libraries are
seem like
pretty
the type
fun.
to sit down and read. Exactly. They are fun.
Mm,
See,
If you
this is
can
like
actually
proving my
read.
point. Yes.
what?
Huh?
What?
Hmm?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Fuck
Mhm.
it. Huh.
Mhm.
Speaking of reading, I wonder if I I'll check tomorrow.
Check what?
I don't know. If I got a
We
letter or
established
something.
we're not keeping secrets in this party anymore. We
Yeah.
established that, I think.
Yeah, we established this. No more secrets.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Father just giggles.
All right.
Why
Oh,
are you
okay.
laughing?
Oh, you guys remind me of kind of myself in my youth with my first, mission party.
Ew, the old man is talking.
Stop making fun of people.
I'm not.
What do you mean you're not?
I'm not.
Uh-huh.
This is literally
Okay,
how I
yeah,
talk to
sure.
people. I literally talk to you guys like this. I'm not
Yeah,
being
because you're
mean.
But we've been traveling with you for a few days, so that's like fine.
Exactly.
is it?
Is it?
Is
Why are
it?
you questioning if it is on Oasis? You're the one doing it.
Anyways,
Uh-huh.
it's not a secret. I just wanted to check if I got a letter or something. I don't know.
Oh. Oh
That's
yeah.
all I
You
have.
guys been getting letters?
Apparently. Tony, right?
Yeah, Tony Man. Or
I love
Yeah,
that.
that guy.
Oh yeah, you like that man, huh? Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
weird, got into places, ran away, nervous, that guy. Oh yeah, Lynx sent a letter that he didn't send and got a reply.
oh yeah.
Ah,
Oh
that's
shit, that's right.
weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that
happens.
happens.
It happens.
I
Yeah, it happens.
don't like that.
It's
I mean,
okay.
part
So
of their job. It's kind of cool, actually.
part of the way that Tony operates, and he's the only courier that we
Oh.
have at the DAD. He's in charge of the entire mailroom. He's currently not here, I believe. However, if he has this keen awareness of mail that absolutely has to get sent, and
Hmm.
even if the person that is writing the letter doesn't feel like that letter has to be sent, he will figure out a way to send it. It's creepier, I think, than what I do. Deflect.
You're
Um,
not one to compare.
Uh,
You're the ones that should decide that.
which is
right. I
why,
feel like you're
which
a
is
little
honestly
biased.
why. Now that I remember, that's probably why we've started doing the exploding mail.
Huh.
Uh,
What?
Yeah, that makes sense.
huh.
Boom.
You
That's
know,
Okay.
okay.
Huh.
If it
Boom.
works, I guess.
If it
oh,
works.
it seems to work. If whether or
If
not
you
it's
had
safe is a
get
completely
blown
different
off.
situation. But such as
Yeah.
fireworks.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, they're the couriers. They're
Weirdo.
cool. They're doing their job like, yeah, it's like cool and all.
Yeah.
I
Gotta
don't.
respect the mailman.
So I, I don't know, guys. I mean, I guess. Don't really.
Yeah, there's one in I don't know his name, one in Neverwinter or something. And my wife always puts letters all the time, but they always get sent. So
Huh.
You haven't
yeah.
received a letter, have you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I want you to heed what I said earlier about when you go to your home tomorrow. It may not appear the same way you left it.
Yikes.
Oh.
No, that's concerning.
Yeah, probably.
Well, that's hopeful. Awesome.
Man.
Thanks, Father. So nice. Thanks.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Sword Coast military was not able to get this far north before the region was under attack.
Hmm.
I did send some of my high ops, but they were unable to defend the land. More so, they saved a lot of lives.
Huh.
So I'm not sure. I can pinpoint locations, but I cannot find people, if that makes sense. So I could not find your family if I looked for them, unless I got very, very lucky.
Huh.
Okay. Well, I lost my appetite. Good night, folks.
All right.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough.
Bye.
See you later then.
You guys
Yep.
are all gonna walk down the same hallway next to each other. So
This
make
is
it awkward.
running. No.
No, Jackson's still eating. He's
Okay.
eating like a fucking horse.
Jesus.
He's having a good time.
Remember to chew.
I am chewing. Shut up.
Okay, bye, assholes.
Wow.
Okay, so Oasis goes to bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay.
While Oasis goes to bed, did anyone else have anything they wanted to do here, or is everybody else also ready for to move forward with the sleep?
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Guys
ready
are
to
probably
go.
just gonna grab a beer for the road and go back.
Okay.
Maybe write a letter.
Road.
Beer for the road.
Maybe write a letter. Who knows?
Sounds
Hmm.
good. And Father, stands up, claps his hands together, goes, I'm truly honored and grateful that you guys are here. And Lynx too. Unfortunately, Lynx was unable to participate today. So we might have to work on that training another time. But you guys have made it through a lot and you did it together. And that was the point of putting you through all of this.
Aw.
And I
Huh.
need you to get stronger. So I'm relying on you. Because without you, none of this is possible.
All right.
Cool. Yeah.
I'll
Alright.
bid you good night. Sleep well.
Uh-huh.
Make sure you get sleep. I know it can be difficult sometimes, when you close your eyes and the voices kick in and then,
Uh,
everything is not as great as it probably should be. You could tell I
uh,
probably haven't been sleeping with these bags
yeah.
he puts to his eyes. You don't want to be like that.
Uh-huh.
Okay. When you got a lot on your shoulders, literally the weight of the world, just be glad you're not doing it alone. And with that, he walks off.
He is certainly a
Cryptic.
strange fella.
Very cryptic. Okay, well.
What part of our
I'm
journey
off.
has ever made sense?
Ah. Yeah, true. Whatever. I'm gonna get to bed. See ya.
Yeah. See ya.
Even though we're going the same way. Ah, damn it.
Jackson hasn't gotten up yet. You have some time.
Okay. I'm gone. Walked out.
Okay. Eventually, all of you make it to your rooms. It's your first night at the DAD HQ. You get ready for bed. And you lay down, and I'm going to have everyone who normally makes a roll for sleep to go ahead and do that, and then Vixen will work on
Not me.
your attunement.
I don't
Okay.
have to
Roll
roll
for
for
sleep.
sleep.
Let's
Roll
go,
for sleep, guys.
Roll for
Okay.
sleep, folks.
Oh,
Have
fuck.
fun.
Shit.
Okay.
You know what? No, that
Nice.
makes sense. He did warn. He
Oh,
did warn about
wow.
Father.
Oh wow, you guys are having so
Wow.
much fun tonight.
To be
Well,
fair, the
my
Fiend
bad
did warn
rolls
about
had
Father.
to go somewhere. It had to go somewhere, so.
Yeah,
Huh.
we're fucked.
Well,
Okay, let's do Jaxon first.
Hi.
Jaxon, you find yourself in a pitch black room, with kind of a checkerboard floor, and you see a table in the center of the room, and the Fiend is sitting there with his arms kind of, leaning on the table and his fingers kind of touching, and he's leaning forward in his chair. You're directly opposite him now, as if the dream has shifted you without you even moving from a standing position to the chair opposite him. And he goes, Jaxon, what are you doing, bud?
Training.
You're not making your way home. You're not coming to come see me. You're certainly not coming to come see Danielle.
I'm not close enough there yet. I'm trying.
You're wasting time, boy.
What are you doing?
Planning. I'm planning big, big things for you.
Uh-huh.
I did a little digging on that tiefling. While I do not know at this point who her patron is, I do know that she's extraordinarily dangerous. I don't think she's part of that mother whatever group.
MLM.
At least not by choice. It seems she was sent there, sort of as a kind of a spy. Not too dissimilar from what you're currently doing. In fact, I think it could actually almost be considered that you're a double agent. Because you kind of work for me, and I don't know what they're planning over there, but that man in the purple suit can't keep me out. So I just had to shut up for a while that stupid painting was staring me in the face.
Why do you want to know what they're planning?
Well, it wouldn't be fun if I told you. At least not yet. Not until you're useful to me. That man in the purple suit was extraordinarily correct. You do need to get a lot stronger. You need to get a lot stronger. And if you're not getting stronger, I'm getting weaker. You can't have that. So do whatever it is you need to do to become the best double agent you possibly can, and then I'll give you your orders. How about that? Does that sound good?
Sure.
Perfect. Well, I'll bid you adieu. Have a wonderful evening. I'll talk to you another day. And you wake up and it's the next day, and then we'll rewind the clock and let's do Oasis.
Did I just see his whole body? Did I see his...
Did you see his whole body?
Yeah.
Yes. You saw, you're usually used to seeing him just through those smoky eyes, right? And then that one time where they were like bright red with rage.
Yeah.
This
is
time
gonna be fun.
you saw him in a form. You cannot tell if it's his true form or if it's something he's chosen specifically for this dream. But it was almost like a 2D image. Like it was pitch dark black. Like color code 00000. Like
all right.
and he was wearing kind of like an angular, pinstripe suit. His eyes were that like grayish,
Yeah.
fire. And he was looking, he had no discernible like mouth or nose. If he turned his head to the side, maybe you'd see like a point of his nose and chin. But his mouth did not open when he was speaking to you in a way that you could tell he was speaking, as if he was communicating brainwave to brainwave. And that's kind of it. It was extraordinarily dark in the room. There was not a whole lot to see. It was just so he could have a physical form for that dream.
Gotcha. And just to be clear, he said he was in the room while we were talking to Father?
Well, he's kind of, you get the sense that he maybe, is observing you in some way. You're not entirely sure how. But you know that he's kind of always been observing you.
Yeah.
Like he always has something to say about the thing you just did.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's some stuff to think about.
Yeah. Oasis, kind of an opposite situation. So you go to bed, and your head hits the pillow, and you're instantly transported into your own brain. Back in that pitch white room, where Carmine is juggling in the corner. He's juggling 3 huge like bowling pins. Each is white with a red stripe. And he's, just kind of doing circus tricks in the corner, and he goes, "Oh, you must have fallen asleep. Welcome to your dream."
No, I died. No shit. Hey.
How you doing, bud?
Somehow even more tired.
Did you do anything exciting today?
I just did some yoga.
Oh, yoga clears the mind.
Yeah.
I wish I was
you're
good at
still
yoga.
here.
Oh yes, no, there's no getting rid of me, not at this point.
Wow.
As we speak, the nose that you're wearing is slowly kind of attaching itself to you. And, you're we'll be part of each other. How about, does that make? It's just all
that
good
makes
fun.
sense, but that's not a good image to have. No.
It's all good fun. Don't worry about it. Listen, the whole point of our partnership, and that's really what it is to make the world laugh, right?
Uh-huh.
So how are we gonna make the world laugh? What do you want to do?
I don't know. You're the one that wanted it. Why weren't you planning that?
Well, I wanted your opinion if we're gonna be a partner.
I mostly have opinions to, like, oh, you want to do that? No.
Okay.
So,
have you ever been, like, harassed or hurt by anybody in your entire life?
yeah.
Wouldn't it be absolutely hilarious if they were disemboweled?
Yeah. Yeah.
Entrails everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I think about that all the time. It would be fun.
So why don't we make that part of our plan to make the world laugh? Let's go find all of your enemies.
Okay.
And murder them in cold blood.
Oh, love the idea. I honestly don't have anything against that. It's just, that's a lot. That's a lot.
How many is it?
Oh, it depends. Last time I left, more than 20?
He is visibly salivating.
Ew, keep that in your mouth. Wait, can I actually have... So I can see him, right?
Yeah, you can see him.
What does he look like? Description.
So he looks kind of like a traditional kind of circus clown, but his attire has been seemingly burnt and torn at various points. He's got kind of a patchwork I guess a costume put together. His skin is like visibly singed, like you cannot tell what he generally looks like because it's just burnt skin.
Ooh, Vixen. Okay. Got
You
burnt.
can tell that one of his eyes. You said your left eye was the one that turned yellow, right?
My right one.
Your right eye. So you could tell that his right eye is pitch black. You could tell that his left eye matches your right eye.
Oh. Okay. Hey, twins.
You can tell he's humanoid, but you cannot tell what race he was before he died.
Yeah. His death really fucked him up. Wow.
But now he's a spirit and he lives in your brain.
Like, imagine his spirit having all the scars of his death. That must have been painful.
Are you thinking that out loud?
No.
Okay.
But he probably still hears it. Who cares? There's no animosity with this guy. He can hear me, I can hear him. That's fun.
Do you want to know how he died? You can ask him.
I don't care. Not
Okay.
today.
Sounds good. We'll save that lore for another time. And he goes, think of it, Oasis, it's going to be incredibly funny. We're going to murder 20 of your enemies, all 20 of them. I'm going to rip their souls from their bodies. You're going to rip their intestines from their bodies. It's going to be so fun.
Yeah,
There's nothing funnier than revenge.
There's so many ways. God, I have to go back. Oh my god, there's so many ways. Jeez, I forgot.
And for the rest of your dream, you and Carmine go back and forth talking about the most fun and exciting ways to murder people and to get your revenge. And then you wake up and you feel great. You have a smile on your face. The nose itches a little bit, but that's, you're fine.
It's fine.
Yeah. Vixen, we're going to rewind the clock and get to your attunement.
Yay! Glad you had fun, Oasis. Okay.
Thanks.
So, I'm just opening up the sheet with the magic items in them, so I can just observe and make sure we're doing this right. Okay. So, you're going to be spending a night in solitary meditation with the bow. So, I want you to describe how Vixen is going to get into like the most relaxing possible meditative state.
Probably all alone in her room, obviously. Gonna lay flat onto her back. I don't know, I guess how does someone relax? That's a really good question. I have no idea how to do that.
Well, it's okay. How does Vixen relax? It doesn't have to be, anything kooky or out there.
No, she just likes to lay. She just lays around, do nothing.
All right. So you're saying she lays just kind of completely flat on her back?
Yep.
With the bow?
Yep.
Okay. So the bow is pulsating with this green, kind of almost electricity. It's sparking, not in a way that it hurts, but in a way that is like almost untamed, like a horse you have to break. And you enter your meditation, and you have to reflect on the past and what events have kind of led you to the person that you become as Vixen. Now sitting in a underground, spy bunker miles and miles below the Earth's surface. So I'll let you just kind of talk about, what Vixen is thinking and feeling.
How did this all start? It started when in the forest, was traveling, doing everything I always do for years and years, and I get approached by this weird guy took the mail, escorted him out of the forest, read the mail. Yeah. She has no idea why she accepted it. She never would have usually accepted random letters like that. It was weird. She never would have thought she would get into another party again after so many failed ones. You know, it's like what's the point? But here she is with 3 people that she's slowly beginning to know, and begrudgingly, eventually going to accept them as her friends. But for now, they're just people she travels with. But I feel like deep down, I feel like Vixen really does, like, she's grown some sort of bond. It's not a strong one at the moment, but it's a bond, and it's shut up. It's certainly a bond, and she hasn't really had one since anything in a while. So it's different. It's new, not new. She's been here many times, but it's never been like this. It's weird. She wonders sometimes, what would it be? What would she be like if she hadn't accepted? Is she really a quote unquote chosen one, as everyone else is saying? Is she really gonna spend the rest of her time traveling with these guys, running errands, saving the world? She never would have thought that would happen either. She was fine being on her own. She was fine traveling on her own. She was fine doing everything on her own. But it's new. Like, everything's new to her now. It's like she's experiencing, life again. It's weird. That's all she thinks. It's just weird.
Okay.
But I think she'll grow used to it. So
Okay.
I'll make her grow used to it.
All right, wonderful. So, once you're done reflecting and, kind of looking forward to, the next phase for Vixen, the bow starts to glow in your hands, and that green energy begins to, instead of kind of sparking randomly throughout your hands making like the static everywhere, it starts to kind of mellow out and kind of round off, and you feel like you have a really good shot here to attune to the weapon, as if it is calling you to attune to it because it was chosen for you, like it was made for you specifically. So you're going to need to succeed on an insight check of a 15 plus. You can make that at your leisure. I'm going to say that it's early enough in the night that if you fail this, you will have one more shot before tomorrow begins.
Oh my god. Okay, I have my cape on, I have my bandana on, I have my antennae on. This has to work. I'm manifesting. Please. Please. Please, 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 please. Okay. What am I doing? Insight?
Yes.
Insight, okay. Okay. I'm not even opening roll 20. Where's roll 20? Are you kidding me?
That is a 14. You need a 15.
Are you kidding?
So the bow senses that you're trying, and it knows that it belongs to you. However, you have not broken that stallion. You have not reflected hard enough I think the bow
Damn it.
wants you to go a little bit deeper into your past and talk about before you met the party.
Hmm.
You have to be honest with yourself, Vixen.
Honesty. That's fun.
So I will give you one more shot.
It's before she met the party, before everything like happened, I guess. It's you know, she was traveling, when she got out of her house, she was out into the world and she was figuring things out for the first time and, experiencing life for the first time. It was nice. But she slowly grew to realize that it's better to be spending it alone because she never seemed to get along with anybody she talked to. She always felt like they weren't, she couldn't relate to them. She felt like they were annoying. People got onto her nerves really easily, but maybe that was sort of her fault that she kept trying to push people away. She never really let anyone, get close to her. She never wanted to be vulnerable. She wanted to protect herself for reasons you guys don't get to know yet. It's scary. She was scared. Like, to put it bluntly, she was scared. So, she tried joining parties, maybe encountered someone while she was traveling, talked with them, realized they had the same destination, thought, hey, it'd be easier with traveling with someone else. So that'll make things easier, right? Yeah, no, you guys aren't getting that. Shush. It's... Oh, seriously? Well, I feel... Oh my god. Get out. Get out.
Just kidding. Or am I?
Oh, boo. It's... And, she tried traveling with other people, but it never worked out. It always seemed to go wrong somehow. Maybe they got sick of her first. Maybe she got sick of them first. That was normally the outcome. She didn't like staying around people, she realized. And well, it felt... She hated confrontation. She hated doing anything of the sort. So it was... She normally left after she came to terms that she was sick of traveling with people, she just leaves them whenever she realizes that she was tired. She waits until they were distracted, maybe they were asleep, and she just packs her things, leaves. And she doesn't go back. She doesn't think about them again. She doesn't want to think about them again. She's moving forward. She always has to move forward. She's always traveling. She's on the move. And that's just her. That's been her life. That's been her life for years. Oh. Yeah.
The bow begins to glow again, as if it's giving you a second chance. Roll insight.
Where's my lucky ant plushie in my hand? This has to work, please. No, I'm getting more. I'm manifesting. Please, please, please. I have a bee. And I don't know where... Oh, yes. I have a handful of plastic insects in my hand. There are bugs all over me. This has to work, guys. I'm manifesting so hard. Please, 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 please.
Oh.
Okay. Well, okay.
The bow and the energy in the bow fizzles out completely, as if it is really trying, and it senses that you're not. It knows that you're also trying, but it also can sense that Vixen isn't being 100% honest or truthful about something. Like she's hiding something. Or is blocking something out, or is unwilling to speak about something, even though it's just her in the room. And it fades. And your meditation breaks, and you pass out.
Yeah.
Damn, it said your lore is not juicy enough.
It said, "Give me something more," and then
Give me
and then
more. Pour more tea, please.
Boo. Bold of you to think Vixen even knows what's going on back there in her head.
Vixen loves us.
Does she?
She loves
Yes, she
us.
does. Yes,
She
she
loves
does.
us, and she
Man,
hates
I want
it.
Vixen to use this bow so freaking bad. It's so cool.
I need it.
Yeah, but
It's
the
so
bow
Your
does
cool.
hometown.
it. Show and the bow needs to fight because the bow really doesn't want to.
I
It was a
think it's
14 and then an
freaking
8.
14.
Damn.
And
You just don't
I
have
get
high
the
insight.
I have +2 on my insight, man.
You
Same,
can train
same.
your insight tomorrow and maybe get another shot.
Hey, true. Or fail and get
True.
a 1.
Stop.
No, the bow breaks in half. That's
You either get a 1 or a
No.
3.
if you critically fail one of these attunements, the weapon will reject you.
Oh my
shit.
god.
Oh no, that's not good. No, wait, I can't critically fail because I have lucky. Screw you.
Yeah,
Well, you get-
lucky
Unless you
yeah, you
critically
get
fail
one.
twice.
another
Right.
not 1. It
Okay,
doesn't
well,
work.
I'd hope
only
not.
one. It's only one roll. You get one not 1. You can re-roll. If it's another not 1, you're done. You're stuck with it.
You're donezo.
You're donezo.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I
All
don't
right.
know.
So you guys all go to sleep and you wake up and it's the next day. You have one more opportunity to learn a skill or a tune or figure something out because the day after this you are going on your first mission. You guys are able to kind of gather your stuff, get ready for the day, and then you can head to breakfast if you want, or you can jump right
please.
into
Breakfast.
Breakfast. Please tell me they have coffee.
For us. I rolled a 6 again,
Or
so
what? You're
no,
going
no
to
one is
drink
there.
beer?
Also, Father isn't there. So it's just the 3 of you. Lynx
That's
is
the
really
3 of
sleeping.
us.
Just the 3 of us.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
in the castle in the sky.
Lynx
I
might be in
forgot
a
the
coma.
rest.
Fine when enacted on AI.
I'd really hope Lynx is okay, guy.
Yeah, this is a bit concerning. I mean, maybe they woke up in their room and were just out and about when we were busy.
Yeah.
That's
he's
probably it.
fine.
Man,
He's fine.
He's fine.
that guy's a
No
weird.
one's in
I don't know.
flapjacks?
You
Anyways,
guys,
breakfast.
you guys,
Flapjacks and
you're
pancakes. Let's do this shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
pancakes.
you
I thought you
get to
said-
the
No, waffles. Bingo.
you get
No,
to the
no, not bingo. Tic-tac-toe.
to the dining hall, and they have everything. They have scrambled eggs, but also omelets, which you can throw in whatever kind of fixins you want. They have pancakes, waffles. They have this new invention called cereal, which is just kind of like rice that's been kind of blasted with air long enough for it to puff up a little bit. And they have milk, they have coffee, they have
Oh, thank goodness.
juice of various types of juice. And yeah, you can get your most important meal of the day in.
Yeah, straight black coffee, flapjacks and eggs. Let's do this shit.
Jesus.
How do y'all's characters drink coffee? I kind of want to know.
Sweet. She loves
Oasis
it sweet.
doesn't, but somewhere in her mind, she has the exact coffee order for Jin. The exact one
Aw.
that he orders every morning. And
That's
somehow
gay.
that
Even Carmine's like, that's gay.
Even
Like-
the clown in
like-
your head.
oh my god.
He was just waking up also, and like the coffee order for your wife like hits him in the back of the head as it enters like the front of your mind.
You know what? Yeah, I'll actually brew myself the order. I don't remember. He does it by memory. I don't remember. I don't have one in mind right now.
How does
Yeah.
Vixen like their coffee?
Hmm?
How does Vixen like their coffee?
Probably as
Sweet, she
dark
likes
as
it
her
sweet.
soul.
Wow. No, she'd say that, but
Just
she
milk.
loves her coffee sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Aw.
Oh, that's adorable.
So do
Jackson
you
just-
tell the party you want black coffee, and then you end up do I have to make you do like a stealth roll to put like sugar in there?
Sneak in like a ton of sugar and creamer.
Just a ton of
Yeah.
sugar, some milk, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
So
oh,
do
oh,
do a stealth check real quick.
When Jackson goes to brew his coffee, he brings you back a cup.
Wow.
He
Okay.
just starts
Oh,
starts
see,
drinking his
I-
immediately.
You know
Nobody knows
how
that you
nice
have
that
4 or 5
stealth
sugars
would
in there.
be? You
Where
know,
would
that would have been a really good roll like a few sessions ago, but whatever.
Jackson just
Would've
drinks
been a-
it straight away.
the dice
No
roll?
sugar, no milk.
What it wants to roll, especially if it fuck you over. Yeah. Anyways,
Awesome.
Oasis just automatically makes a coffee like the one his husband likes.
Aww.
Gay.
Waffles. And
Gay.
shut up! You guys are gayer.
Not
Oh,
really.
what the
You're the
hell?
only one in a
Nuh-uh.
relationship.
You're the exactly.
Says you. Anyways, waffles.
What do you mean says me? Jackson's not in a
Anyways.
relationship that you know of.
As you know.
I thought
That
you,
I
I
know
thought
of
you and
either.
Punt had something special.
Huh?
I thought you and Punt had
Stop.
something special.
Ew.
Oh my god.
The horse?
Hafty, you're not funny. You're
Jesus
not
Christ.
funny.
Call that horsing
Yeah.
around. What? Who said that?
What?
Forget everything you know
You're
about
not
horses.
You bumped on
funny.
my
Are you
horse too.
sure you're not
Um,
related? Father and son? Jeez. You're not funny. Anyways.
Listen, I just like dad jokes.
Yeah, but they fucking
Get out.
suck.
Get out, both of
Get
you.
out.
Both of
Get
you.
out.
I'm sorry.
Get out.
Oh yeah. Jackson
But
just
yeah.
likes straight black coffee.
Great.
Jeez.
Huh.
No sugar, no creamer, no milk, just straight black coffee.
All right, you guys have your
Yeah.
coffee and your breakfast. And does anyone walk in to have food? Yes. Okay, so this is someone I was hoping for.
Ooh.
So
This
you see walking in a gigantic, like green furred something. Kind of
Huh.
walk in and get a plate and sit down. You haven't seen this person before. At least you can't remember that you have.
Jackson waves and says good morning.
Oh,
Ooh.
what?
Good
What?
morning.
Morning.
How's it going? It's been a long
You're
time.
just gonna. Okay.
Hi. Hello.
Saw you guys a few weeks ago. How you guys been?
We have.
Who are
Oh.
you?
You guys haven't seen me. Okay. So, cool piece of tech you get when you're a spy. Maybe father will give it to you at some point. But it's me, Maris Titanhide. In my real form. I was in disguise when you guys saw me at the docks.
Was this the wizard?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's him.
But he's
Yeah.
a furball cleric.
A what?
Ooh.
A
Yep.
furbolg.
Yes, Oasis.
Oh, God. What was
I don't think.
What was that?
I just
Yo,
heard like a.
I just
Oh,
heard like a high note, like a.
I heard like that was a
guys,
whistle note. Ariana
guys,
Grande,
I'm
boo.
so chill right now. I'm so chill.
How chill
yeah.
are you?
On the scale
Very.
to 1 to staring at this man, probably a 50.
Let's see if you are giving off a 50 level of chill. Do a deception check. Or actually performance.
Oh, never
Or you already
mind.
rolled it, it's fine. 22. 22 is fine. We'll keep it.
Guys, I'm a good player. Yay!
So yeah, no, everyone thinks you're super freaking chill, dude.
Yeah,
You are
Maris-
super chill, dude.
yeah,
Maris
dude.
is continues and he goes, "Oh yeah, I you guys saw me when I was in, I think I was in a human form on that day.
Yeah.
It was just part of your trials and stuff to get you guys kind of jazzed about the whole being a secret agent thing. So yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. I was just kind of playing a kind of a dimwit. I'm actually, a giant, really good smart dude, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you humble too?
Yes, extraordinarily humble. In fact,
Okay,
probably
yeah,
the
sure.
most humble.
Guys,
Gotcha.
just like me for real.
And he's you can see that he's got like traditional like cleric attire, kind of robes and stuff, like big brown robes that are, covering him from head to toe, except his head is, the hood is down. And he kind of has all these pouches all over him, and each one is like marked with some sort of ingredient, either for spells or for, cooking. You're not entirely sure. So Maris is just kind of getting breakfast together, and you see Maris reach into one of the small pouches, and he starts, taking something out, something like green, and he starts sprinkling it on his eggs, and then he goes to go sit down.
Very, because Oasis is so chill that can't even be bothered to speak. So chill.
If you guys are done with breakfast, we can move on to the training, or you can role play, continue role playing, or you could talk to Maris, who's just eating eggs.
I think Maris is kind of just that chill guy you sit next to but don't really talk to. That's what I'm feeling for this.
Yeah.
I feel like we asked him if he was humble. He might have been lying.
You think?
You think?
Guys,
I think.
just like me for real.
Hunch.
He's just like me for real. Oh my god. This is so great.
This is amazing,
This
guys.
is amazing, guys. Oh my god.
I'm so
Proud
happy
of
you're
all of
happy.
us.
Huh? Anyways, yeah, if you guys want to talk, let's go gain some bonuses.
Bonuses!
Bonuses!
All right. So you guys finish up breakfast. You wave goodbye to Maris. He goes, "Have a good one, guys." And you move on. Today. We're gonna go in reverse order that we did last time. So Vixen, what would you like to do today?
Is it? Am I still able to get like the advantage thingy from like reading about the
Yes,
magic
so
stuff, or
you can try that, or you can try to improve insight, or whatever you want. Those were the two things I think we discussed, though.
Because it's like,
You're going to need that bonus.
I will, but what if I mess up? Because like, okay, here's what's going on in my head, right? Okay, so if I were to do the advantage thing, there's no downsides to losing it. I don't get disadvantage, I don't think, this time around.
No.
And the problem is that it's a raw like 1d20 roll. Like it's not. There's no modifiers, no nothing. It's just I think, yeah. yeah. So
Mhm.
it's like all up to RNG, as if D&D isn't. Anyways, and then for if I want to increase my insight, and it's probably gonna be a role that I'll maybe be good at. And if not, if I fail it, then I get worse bonus. Uh, but
Well, I would love to jinx you, but whatever you're going to do, it's gonna be okay. You're going to have amazing rolls. Bless.
I
I may not
you
have blessed, but I'm blessing you right now. Boom.
thanks, man, thanks. I'll I'm not gonna fall into peer pressure. I'm doing the advantage. I don't want to risk losing this a little
Okay. All right. So you
bonus.
go back to the library.
Yay!
Although I think you took your books with you, so you can
Oh yeah,
take your books back to your room, or you can go to the library and do
I'm
whatever
going
you
to my
wish.
room.
All right. You go to your room. You could sit at the desk. You sit on the bed. However you want to study. We'll say for flavor, there's like a nice like dim light or a torch that you can use. And you're going to go study. So let's
Yay!
roll again. What did I make you roll before? Just a straight D20?
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and roll a straight D20.
Like I have everything. I have everything that's helping me manifest. I'm bringing the bugs out again. They're back on my desk. I'm gonna put them on my keyboard. I don't know, guys. I'm doing everything I can. Okay. /R 1D20. I'm gonna hold this in my hand. I'm gonna hold this in my hand. I'm gonna hold this in my hands. All right. I'm gonna press enter with a bug. Enter. Okay. Well,
12, you pass.
yay! Oh yeah, I do pass.
Yep.
Yay!
Yep. It was 50% chance. So with a 12, you give yourself advantage on that insight check later today.
Thank God. Thank God.
Um,
Yay!
it only counts for one of them. So if you fail using that advantage,
Dude.
you could still try again, but you're not going to get that advantage again.
Okay.
Okay? I feel like that's a fair thing. Giving you advantage on
Yeah.
2 rolls doesn't make sense. All right.
Right.
Okay. So that's settled. You feel really, really confident. Maybe it was the setting. Maybe it was just taking another look at the books, but suddenly, something in those books has really gotten you confident that, you are going to attune to this bow whether it likes it or not.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, so let's move on to Jaxon, right? Jaxon was second. So we'll move on to Jaxon.
Hello.
What skill or thing would you like to work on in the second day
Let's
at
see.
HQ?
You know what? Medicine.
All right, we'll do a medicine check. All right, so you can go to the library to learn
Woo!
about medicine. So you head to the library and let's see if there's anyone there hanging out.
Book time.
Oh, you know what? Maris is here.
There
Maris,
you
hide
go.
the Furbog.
A cleric.
Yep, the cleric. He is probably a great person to learn medicine from.
Dude,
He
how could
sees you
you?
walk in and you go to grab maybe some books on healing or are you looking for like healing spells or like general like how to actually make a potion or just general first aid?
General first aid. Like
Okay.
when you go to make a medicine check to help somebody get back up and like that kind of stuff.
All right. Sounds good. So you walk into the library, you see, this huge library filled to the brim, about 40 feet up, and then all the way back with books. And, you see a section labeled, clerical, studies, and you walk deeper and deeper into that, and you are looking at this kind of wall of medical information. You see stuff on how to, stop bleeding. You see information on how to resuscitate someone who is no longer breathing. You see information on how to reattach, a limb or a finger that has unfortunately fallen off. There's a ton of stuff in here. Um, let's say you grab a few books and you go, sit down.
We love stuff.
So where would you like to go do your studying?
I he's probably just sitting on the floor or on the nearest chair.
All right. So you go to, sit down, somewhere comfy, and Maris comes by to put one of his books back. And he goes, "Oh, are you interested in the medical arts?"
Just trying to figure out a few things for if someone's injured while we're out in the field, I
Is that
guess.
something you guys are running into a lot?
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, as the designated healer in my team, I'm happy to help if you have any questions.
What kind of questions do you ask? Oh, fuck. This is why I never raised my hand in class. I guess wounds, heal stuff like that.
Understood. Yeah, no. So, as someone who's seen plenty of broken bones in his time, some self-inflicted, others inflicted on others, and you know what? I have a funny story. There was one time where Crimson Raven and I were on a mission down in this kind of rocky valley, and we didn't bring enough provisions for that trip, and we did not have a way out because that cube thing hadn't been invented yet. That lets you kind of just zap around. So we're just kind of scouting this area for a future endeavor, and Grim he just kind of falls into a ravine. Slips and falls into a ravine, and sometimes when you're dealing with uneven terrain, it can kind of happen. And
Yeah.
I was unable to kind of grab him and steady him, so he fell and fell and fell about 10, 15 feet into this kind of ravine, this ditch, and
Yeah.
he severely impacted his leg. So if you ever see him and you see his left leg, there's kind of a scar there. Don't stare at it for too long. Embarrassing.
I've never seen him without his armor, so I wouldn't know, really.
Yeah, you'll see him in the gym every so often. But anyway, yeah, no, it was a great thing. He was with a cleric. So what we did was we stabilized the leg. Luckily I was able to find some sticks and some. I had some tape on me, as you should always have some sort of binding equipment. And you're able to make a little makeshift splint and all. He shows you kind of generally how and where in one of your books to kind of generally do that. And yeah, you stabilize the broken bone, and you try to keep everything tight and together. Because you can't really fix it with magic. Magic is mostly, it'll heal you. You'll feel good, but it's kind of like a drug, right? It's like, are you really healed? Because people still die. Obviously, you can't always bring them back with magic. So we healed, we healed him the best we could. Gave him a nice potion of healing, but the leg was broken. So we walked him back down the mountain, got him to a ferry, and he made his way back here, while I went to a nearby town to resupply. but the most important thing I think about the medicinal arts and healing is just to be prepared. Always in your pack have some sort of tape or gauze or bandages, because you never know. You may not have a ton of magic in the party at some point, or something has happened. But there's always a way to save somebody's life when when you don't have magic. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and do your studying, and for your conversation and asking a really good question about healing, I will give you advantage on the roll you're going to do to learn how to do medicine.
Medicine. Guys, this is gonna come in real handy when we get to the village and there's somebody with a broken bone.
Are you
Please, I
wishing
think
on somebody's dead? Wow.
Wow, what's wrong
I didn't
with
say
you?
dead. I said broken
Wow.
bone. Don't twist my words.
Broken bone.
Get it
You
right.
say that as if that's better.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
and with your
wow.
role, that's for sure.
Wait, I
So
do have inspiration.
unfortunately-
No, it was already at advantage. I'm not using inspiration. That's
You can.
stupid. I can. It'll just be a flat roll with inspiration.
Dumbass.
That's still 3
Stupid.
rolls instead of 2.
Bye bye, inspo.
Stupid.
Shit,
Oh
I
my
pressed
God.
cancel instead of roll. Okay, please. That's a 12. That's better than a 9.
Wow. Nice, dude. Amazing.
Okay.
That's our healer.
Let's think.
Shut up.
So, I am gonna give you the +1
Huh.
to medicine.
Where's the but in that sentence?
There is no but. There
Oh.
is no but. I'm giving it to you. I'm not gonna put anything on it. But now that you have started down the path of learning how healing works in medicine, I'm gonna say that Jaxon, while he generally basically understands like the most basic of emergency healing, perhaps deep in the back of Jackson's head, he actually gets kind of interested in this as a potential thing you want to pursue. It may, just kind of in the back of your head, you're like, I've been doing magic for a while, but if the Fiend ever kind of takes it back, maybe this is something I can think about.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well, not a fighter, but
Cleric?
maybe a
Yeah.
cleric. Hey,
Okay.
hey.
Maybe.
Um,
Maybe.
for what it's worth, Maris Titanhide is a war cleric.
Fucking knew it. I should have
Cool.
called it. Knew it. Damn.
Um,
Guys, he's so cool. Oh my god. Damn. Don't mind me, I'm going insane.
Yeah, so you spend the day learning the basics of healing and emergency medicine. You know just enough to get better at it, but you know that there's so much more to learn. And with that, we'll move on to Oasis.
Yay!
What would you like to learn today or get better at?
What do I want to learn or do better at? Yeah, I should have thought about that, huh? No, probably weaponry. Maybe she hasn't really used her staff. Now that I think about it.
Okay, so do you want to try getting better at your staff?
Yeah, maybe that, or find something that's nice. Just visit the weaponry?
So there's
Armory?
an armory.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to you can go to the armory to learn about to learn physically about weapons. You can go to the library to read about weapons, or you can go practice with one of your weapons to get better. There's 3 different ways to get better at weapons.
You both know that one out of those 3 options are not. It would be funny. Yeah, okay, let's read.
All right,
Let's
you're going to
make
library?
yeah. Let's make this
Okay.
demo food.
So you
Suffer.
walk into the library and you see Jaxon kind of sitting in a corner reading about medicine. You see the new Farbog Maris, sitting at a table, silently reading, and you're here to learn about weapons. What kind of weapons are you interested in?
Well, I'm good with any martial weapons. What's the name? I forgot. Something rope dart? God,
Okay, let's.
yeah, that thing.
All
Fucking
right.
raw.
So you go to a uh, a section of the library that's kind of, if there was an opposite of, learning medicine, it's probably learning how to kill people. So it's an
Yay! I
opposite
love
wing,
this section.
and you find a book, kind of high up, kind of dusty, and it's fairly thick, kind of like filled, to the brim with information about martial
God.
weapons. And you open the book to the glossary, and you find that rope dart uh, is in here, and it is located in the book on page 752.
There's
So you
only
turn to page 752 in this book, and it tells you what is a rope dart. A rope dart is a martial melee weapon, generally costing around 15 gold pieces. It does 1d6 piercing damage, and it weighs about 3 pounds. Um, it has a reach of 15. It is a finesse weapon. It is a two-handed weapon, and it is a special weapon. The rope dart consists of a piercing blade affixed to the end of a length of rope. The rope can be swung around the body, using using the arms and legs as a pivot point to build momentum. As the rope unwinds, the blade can be flung at nearby foes. You have disadvantage when you use the rope dart to attack a target within 5 feet of you. As a bonus action, you can coil the rope and use this weapon as a dagger with the two-handed property, and lacking the thrown property, or uncoil the rope and resume its normal use. Additionally, the rope dart can be used as a monk weapon.
Yeah.
So that's what it says about rope darts.
Milk weapon. Yo, fucking rocks, dude. Ah,
Um,
cool.
Hearing the phrase monk weapon, you find another book that piques your interest about monk weapons in general. And this has techniques on how to use the rope dart, whereas the other one was mostly just kind of a glossary of every weapon you can imagine. This one has different kinds of stances and tricks and things you can do with a rope dart, if you ever happen to get your hands on one. So if you happen to find one out in the wild or in the world, uh, and you roll let's say it's a straight. No, let's not say it's a straight roll. Let's say it is a
Do.
intelligence. It's the straight
Ah.
intelligence check.
Ah.
You will
Intelligent.
actually no. Let's call it wisdom because you're reading it now to use later. So we'll call it wisdom so that if you find it, you have this information in the back of your head.
Okay.
So do a wisdom check.
Yay, wisdom check. I'm so wise, guys. Fuck.
With an 8, you find the information to be a little bit too much and kind of overloads you. You actually find it
Too
incredibly
many
boring and a
words.
little bit too wordy.
Yeah. It's too
You put the
wordy.
book
You have
back.
to.
You still think rope darts are cool, but it's
Yeah.
completely, maybe not even something you
Yeah.
super
There's
care
too
about
many
just that
words.
much.
She kept skipping and going back. Reading is hard, guys. It's hard.
I'm sorry that didn't work
Man.
out. But yeah, that is what it is. And with that, everyone has done what they're going to do in terms of getting their training done. You realize that again, it took kind of the whole day. So you guys can go, get dinner and then wash up and then go to bed again. Yeah. So you guys, if you want, you head to the dining hall again. Instead of the roast chicken today, it is roast pork.
Ooh.
It's always meat in here, huh? Well, there's
They
other
need
stuff,
to have
right?
their protein.
Yeah,
Mhm.
protein's an important part of your daily
There
day.
are vegetarian items here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Take a
Today just
little
happens to
bit.
be pork night.
Dark Night.
Pork night.
Yay. We just love killing
Me and the boys
pigs.
are hopping on pork night.
Stop.
That was a bad joke.
Get out. Get out.
Get out.
Get
Get
out.
out.
I'm already gone. I kicked myself out.
Good.
Yeah, I deserved that. That might have been the worst joke I made in this entire show. We're keeping it in though. So yeah, you guys eat. And let's see if anyone else is there. Oh, he's following you around all day. Maris is there. And
Yay!
he's let's see if he's with anybody. No.
Probably
No,
not.
he's not. 3s and 6s today. So yeah, he's just chowing down. Except yeah, you notice that his entire plate is just salad. He had eggs for breakfast, and then now it's just a mixed green salad.
Yummy.
And he's chowing down. He sees you guys and he waves. And he takes a sip of his ale, and he's enjoying himself. And you guys are welcome to do whatever you want in here.
Yeah. Let's eat and drink.
So, what do you guys do today?
I was in the library.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All you?
I was in my room reading.
Oh, yeah, you would.
What is that supposed to mean?
I actually
Oh,
read too.
did you?
Oh.
Did you now? How did you have fun?
No.
It,
No, I thought it'd be nice if I read something cool, but no. No, I
Yeah, I feel like
just know 25 letters. I don't know why.
25. There's 26 though.
which one do you not?
I hope someone got it, please. It's okay. I'm funny, but
I
it's
didn't
okay.
You are,
I
you
only
are
know
funny.
25 letters. I don't know why.
Oh.
Oh my god, I'm leaving.
Oh, that's awesome.
You're
Damn it,
welcome.
that flew
You're
right over my
welcome.
head, and I've heard that joke so many times already.
You're welcome. I'm just that good. See,
Whatever.
this is how you execute it. Anyways.
Execute.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, it wasn't fun. I still don't get how people like to read. It's not. No, I don't. I can barely spell out my own fucking name. It's no.
Oh,
Oh.
What?
huh.
Oh.
What?
No, nothing. Nothing. No. It's. I
What?
just find that interesting. No, I just find it interesting. Well, there's nothing wrong, okay?
Uh-huh.
Why are you
Boom,
just staring at me? Stop.
boom,
Hmm.
boom.
Okay, just stop.
Okay, I'm stopping.
Okay, so while you guys are bickering, you guys are eating your dinner, and you guys are having this conversation, and you hear a voice from behind you. It's the familiar voice of Lynx.
Thanks.
Oh shit! Howdy,
What time
Lynx.
is it? Right. What
We're
Uh,
time?
not
you're
dead.
here.
Even Beauty finally joined us.
Yeah, it's like
Well,
You slept well at all?
been a while.
Yeah, kind of. I don't even know. What time is it? What day is it?
2 days
Oh,
later.
God.
yeah,
2
it's been like
days.
2 days.
2 days?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep, you've been out of it.
yeah.
You okay?
I don't know what the hell
you were
fodder what
He like
is.
falls to
but,
his
like,
knees, just like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Why are
God.
you
What
such
are
an
those
anime
hot dogs again?
protagonist?
Stop!
He has
Do not
special
say that.
effects. He's a bard. He has special effects. That's
yeah,
why.
exactly.
Snot
the
bubble
bard.
when you snore, the falling to
He
your
does not have that.
knees.
The dream bubble. That is so
Yeah,
funny.
like
I think it's so funny because he doesn't even dream.
Yeah,
What?
we
He
said
dreams, but that's about
we
it.
said you were dreaming about the one shot.
Daydreaming.
Oh.
huh.
Well, who cares? You're here. Hey.
I
Hey.
Yeah,
so
sit
it's
down,
you.
get something to eat. I don't think
Yeah,
you've
yeah,
eaten
yeah,
the
yeah.
past 2 days. Eat.
Oh, yeah, you should probably eat, huh? You've not eaten
Yeah.
anything since you were asleep.
There's that guy over there. Him. Yeah. That guy.
Who?
Wow.
Who? Huh?
I don't remember his name, but that guy right there.
Oh
He
my
was, he
God.
was the wizard. He was the wizard
The wizard.
Green.
Yeah.
at the
In
dock.
green. There's a big green furball like munching down on salads.
Who's that?
That's the wizard
No,
from the docks.
Wizard.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what?
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was some kind of disguise. No, not like a spell or no, it was like a technology thingamajig.
Interesting.
Yeah, they have weird showers here.
Huh.
No, they're
Excuse
not
me?
that
Everything here is
weird.
weird.
They were easy to
What?
use.
What? Huh?
What?
Showers.
They're so weird. There's so many different buttons.
Yeah, but they were they were color
haven't-
coordinated.
Were
They
they?
yeah. Blue for cold, red for hot, purple for medium, green
What?
for
Whoa, whoa,
Um,
whoa. There's more than 2
Huh?
colors?
Yeah, wait.
Isn't there supposed to be just blue and red? Sometimes there's not even colors. It's just a H or a C. What the hell?
Your place is weird. I don't know what you expect.
I'm not used to
to
showers like this.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't, country boy, huh?
All right, you know what?
Alright.
I
Learned how to ride a bicycle and now how to shower in that swale.
okay. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm too tired for this shit.
Hey, Lynx, you're back.
Yeah, Lynx is back. That's good.
Huh?
Come on, sit down, get yourself something to eat. This
Okay.
is literally a buffet.
And there's alcohol, so
I don't think there is. Beer and wine.
I mean,
Mm,
it's not that high. It's not the like largest amount of alcohol content, but
at least put a bar or something.
I don't think any of us can be drunk on the job.
It's not a job or training.
I don't think I'd want to be drunk anyway. Yeah, I'll just go get food. Thanks, guys.
Yes, food. You slept for like 2 days. Come on, eat.
Yeah.
Especially with the whale. Fucking hell.
So it's
with,
supposed to
shut
be.
up. With the way you just collapse on the floor, it's amazing yet concerning. Do you have iron defense? Yeah,
We
forgot.
got it.
Yeah.
Iron deficiency?
Yeah.
Oh.
I shouldn't. Most of the time, falling on the floor is just me doing it.
Like a
Though I
bit.
will say, yeah. Though I will say it does sometimes, the world sometimes spins when I get up.
That
Sometimes. You need
I don't think that's normal.
you need to
If-
learn how to like cushion your falls.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. I kind of can.
Why
Yeah,
Yeah,
not?
no, that's
Okay.
okay. Well,
You know,
Interesting.
I'm just gonna go get food. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, fun with
Yep.
that.
And when you get up, father walks in to the
Oh,
cafeteria for dinner,
brother.
and he
No,
goes,
it's
"Whoa, whoa,
father.
whoa! Don't pass out again."
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Wow, so
Uh,
funny.
I just wanted to let you know what you missed in terms of, just everyone else had the opportunity to get better at a skill over the last 2 days, maybe 2. You have about maybe 4 hours if you eat quickly to go try and figure out what you want to learn, but you were asleep, so I can only give you 1. We don't have time for 2 right now.
Huh? Huh?
Dun,
Huh?
dun.
Huh?
Do you need me to
Do
repeat
you
it
want
again, or are you
to?
doing are you gonna fall apart again?
He does that. He does that. Just
Yeah, he does that sometimes. Give him
Hey,
like 10 seconds.
Maris, can we get a cold pack over here?
No. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah, give him like 10 seconds. He'll be fine.
yeah. He's like rebooting or something.
Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of just woke up.
Processing.
Yeah, I can tell. I walked by your room to check on you, and you weren't there.
Um,
It's
uh,
a little bit
You know,
dangerous. You
I
can.
really thought you died.
I probably should have died.
Well, you better be well
Uh,
rested now, because you got a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I'm sending
Yeah.
you and the party out to go do some community service.
Oh,
Yep.
boys enough. Actually, you know what? No, that's not too bad.
Exactly. We're doing like
Yeah,
the
it's fun.
the baby steps of
I
doing
did
work.
all the time.
We're doing
And
the people a
sometimes
favor. Yeah.
yeah, and sometimes those baby steps takes years. Yeah. Anyways, yeah,
Oh,
eat
it
up.
should only take a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah.
We
kind of community
essentially
Sure.
service is this?
When-
just want you guys to go clean up an area of Neverwinter, the city proper. Right now, you're in the Neverwinter Wood. Once you guys
Yeah.
leave the forest, it's kind of Oasis will walk you around because that's where they live.
Yeah.
But it was unfortunately besieged by a dark army uh with black iron weaponry. So what's left of it needs cleaning up, and that means taking out the trash, or helping people that are injured, or uh, rebuilding homes. So those are some things that you guys are going to have to do, and it's not just because we want you to help people. Of course, we want you to help people, but if that was the case, we would be sending the regular military. Our job is to create a bit of a positive outreach, and a positive vibe within the community, so that maybe we can get the people on our side to help fight back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I see.
Yeah.
yep. So that's what you guys are gonna go do, and then once you guys are strong enough, I'm gonna have you go out with some of the high ops, and you'll actually get to fight. That army I was talking about, and push them back into the spine of the world.
All right.
Mm.
That's not fun, but
Yeah, isn't it
okay.
fun?
Oh, it should be
I,
fun.
I, for one, am very
Yeah.
excited about this.
what did you say I had to do? I had to do with my last 4 hours? Question mark.
Yes. So eat up. It's pork night. Eat as much as you would want to, and then you have the option of going to train a physical skill, or go train a mental skill, or attune to a magical weapon that you have, if you have one. And then from there, metagame wise, I will give you a +1 if you roll decently to any one of the skill checks. that you have that you train.
I see. Oh, so whatever I'm training, it's just one of the skill checks.
If
Yeah.
you roll well enough, I will give you the +1. If you fail the
Yeah.
roll, you're not going to get it. There are opportunities along the way to earn other, potential bonuses. In each of the scenarios, I've rolled a d6 to see if any of the other high ops are in the room to help out. So maybe you can get advantage on one of those rolls if you work with them, which was
I
revealed
see.
a minute ago. So yeah, go ahead and eat, and then and role play, and then we'll deal with that.
Okay.
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 Yay.
Sick.
Yay. Okay. Yeah. Lynx is back with food. No pork.
Nice.
Does Lynx not like pork?
I don't know. You'll have to ask him.
And
Anyways, yeah, he goes to sit back at the table with food.
Delicious.
hmm.
So actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure he also got a salad.
Okay. Father also grabs food, but he goes to sit with Maris and has a discussion.
You know what's weird?
What?
In my years of traveling, I haven't really met any other furbogs. Really?
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 That's so?
No, I don't know. I just wherever I end up, I just wouldn't see one. Especially the weird thing is that for multiple years I didn't even know I was a furbog. I was just furry thing.
Huh.
Huh.
That's kind of sad. But
Yeah.
I guess I've kind of been there, but I learned kind of early.
Hmm.
What?
I mean, now
Yeah.
that I think about it, I mean, yeah, furbolgs are pretty rare. Like, in general, yeah.
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 Huh.
Which is cool that there's like one right there, but like I don't
Is
know.
something wrong?
No, it's just I don't know. It's cool, but at the same time, I feel like I should maybe I don't know talk to him,
You
but
don't have
I
to have the
don't know
obligation.
what to say, huh?
You don't have to have the obligation.
I know, but it's not every day. Literally, in my whole life, I didn't really met yeah.
Huh.
Like the only instance I saw someone like me was I guess my mom and when Lynx shaped into
That was
me.
basically just yourself, though.
I know
Yeah, that
that's
doesn't really count.
about it.
Huh.
Hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if I saw one somewhere around Waterdeep. If I'm being honest, though, I don't really pay attention anymore. There's too many people.
Yeah.
Do
Okay,
a
that's a
history
lie,
check.
but still. Oh, what?
Do a history check.
History.
History.
History. Down. Nice.
Like you said,
Wowie.
you can't really place it. You may have seen a furbog. You may have just seen a really fuzzy guy.
Who
Fuzzy
knows?
guy.
Either way, there's too many people in Waterdeep besides his quote unquote family.
Yeah.
Is there
Anyways,
anything
change of
specific you wanted
subject.
to
Come on,
ask?
guys. Bring up
Okay.
something.
Um.
I don't have anything to talk about.
Well, I guess on
Name.
similar subject.
Hmm.
Let's see. I guess I don't really remember when I found out I was changing, if I'm being honest. I've kind of just been this way, and I kind of
Yeah.
He's
I
ran
don't
up
know.
on
If I'm being honest, I don't remember if someone told me or if I just kind of knew that I was something else.
Mm.
That's fun.
I do remember
Yeah.
reading about changelings in one of the libraries. I forgot which one. Was it the
Oh,
Central?
yeah.
Yeah, I picked up a book. I was talking about the different races that we all have, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Not such kind things were said, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, no, history books, books about other races. It tends to do
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah,
surprising. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
pretty
surprised
messed up.
either. Oh, have you ever read about furballs? Or I know you don't really read, but like, have you tried?
Uh,
It's not like I wasn't allowed, but it's more like it wasn't a priority for me to learn. People, my my dad, I guess, didn't feel like it was important for me to learn that. So no, I didn't really read about furbolgs or like want to
Or
grab a
to,
book.
I mean, maybe
huh.
not just read, but just ask around or research about furballs in general?
Uh, I
Okay.
I tried, but no, my entourage was not the best. No, I would not be able to get good answers about no. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Alright.
I mean,
Well, I
I
mean, now you
tried.
have. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I did try later when I
Uh,
learned how to read, but
uh,
I
uh,
wasn't that motivated. So,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
the moment
but like
passed.
now you have someone to talk to about it.
Yeah.
If
Talked
you
about
like it.
what? There's so much things. I don't know what to
Okay.
say.
It I mean, it goes like every other conversation. Go up, say
Start
hi,
up, yeah.
and be like, oh,
Start with a story.
There's
yeah,
something so
yeah.
hilarious about Vixen being the one to tell you to socialize.
Exactly.
No, no,
I know.
I know.
just basic stuff.
Ugh, basic stuff.
Yeah.
Just
Basic stuff.
basic stuff.
Okay.
Vixen, I
Okay.
cannot do basic stuff. I
Basic
cannot do
bitch.
basic conversation. I'm not basic, bitch.
Yeah, you're not basic,
Basic
are you?
bitch.
Bitch.
Okay,
Anyways,
whatever.
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
did you
Surprisingly
guys?
helpful, I guess. This is fun.
Yeah,
Fun.
yeah, whatever.
Whatever. Okay. Accept the compliment.
Basic. Oh.
Anyways, did you guys know anything about changelings before me?
Not at
Uh,
not
I
at
may
all.
yeah,
have heard of it, but I don't
I
think.
might have heard of it as like folklore, like not like an actual.
Yeah, but based on the name, it's kind of, you can have an
Well,
idea.
yeah.
I mean, the most
No.
Self-explanatory.
unknown are some like
Not even like, yeah, no, I was gonna say, like, not even in like folklore or anything.
I
No,
there's
yeah,
some
folklore. I
Yeah,
mean,
folklore,
like
a little bit, I guess.
but it's
Some
about
story.
If anyone wants to do a history check, they can.
history
Sure,
the
let's go.
check.
with changelings the most I
History
know is
check.
through folklore.
Jesus. No.
Um
Guys, I'm a dumb bitch. I may not be
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
basic, I'm dumb.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Yep.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
So,
jackpot, jackpot.
oh
yeah,
yeah,
Oasis,
jackpot, jackpot.
you, as far as you know, you've never interacted with another changeling or have heard about other changelings. In terms of, your relationship with Lynx, this is the first time you've ever actually talked to one or heard of one, at all. It was not a story you grew up with.
Yeah.
Percy, I
yeah.
think you said something about folklore before. It could have been a story that you heard maybe around town, but not something your parents were really, big into talking about. There was not like a big deal. Like there aren't a lot of changelings out east that way maybe.
Jacksonville's chill, guys.
So
Oh,
chill.
For
oh,
now.
far away.
And
Sorry, what was
So
that? What was
little.
that?
Nothing.
What
We're
What
moving
was
on.
that?
So Vixen, you in all of your travels, you may have not encountered, at least to your knowledge, because changelings, they can change. To your knowledge, you've not encountered one until Lynx. However, you are aware of different stories from different towns and things that all kind of add up. They may have had different names for what a changeling ended up being for you, but they were always the same general story of something of a humanoid that can change its shape in order to perhaps gain an advantage or to fit in.
Oh,
Yeah,
to fit
sounds
in.
about right.
That's so cute.
I
Hmm.
kind of thought they'd be a lot more popular. I don't know why, especially with
Really?
folklore if you're into that stuff.
Yeah,
Uh,
you're such a special boy.
Might have been something, but nothing that I specifically remember.
Yeah, I have
Maybe
nothing.
I'm just too much into stories and stuff.
Mm.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Rose reading his own lore.
He likes reading things about other shape-changing things, beings.
Yeah.
No, it's totally makes a lot of sense. All right, so you guys, continue talking, but now, Lynx, it is time to pick the skill that you would like to improve on this evening. You have one chance to
Fuck
improve a
it
skill.
up.
Um,
Fuck it up.
if you
You shut up.
roll a critical failure, it is going to go down by one. Whatever the skill
Oh
is,
boy!
you will actively get worse at it. So
Oh,
do
Fuck
not
it
critically
up.
fail, and you'll be okay.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
But you do have to say out loud what the skill is that you're working.
let's see. What do I want to work on? Sleight of hand.
Okay. All right. So you have options
Oh
here.
boy.
You can go to the library and learn about general, spy activity, things you're going to need to know to be a really, really good spy. I think Oasis had this option earlier to learn more about stealth. Sleight of hand kind of falls into a similar thing. Alternatively, you can read books on how to, rig gambling games, or pick locks, or things of that nature. Alternatively, you can start sneaking around the premises and try to pickpocket people, or get into doors you're not supposed to, and actively get better at the skill. So it depends on how you want to approach it.
Let's rig some gambling!
All right. So you go to the library and you're going to
Gambling.
learn how to rig small gambling games. Um, so if you remember when we were in Waterdeep, there was that guy who was playing that Cups game, I believe. Was it Cups or was it Dice? It might have just
Yes,
been Dice.
sir. I think it was.
Ultimately, it doesn't matter. You're going
Yeah.
to find you go into the library, and I'll describe it again because I don't think you've had an opportunity to learn about it. The library itself is un like unimaginably massive for a facility of this size. It goes about 40 feet vertically, and then goes as far as your vision can see, in all directions. It is filled to the brim, top to bottom, with books of all kinds of shapes and sizes. There are those humongous ladders. They're actually like they're made of brass and a dark oak, that you can kind of, they're on wheels that you can glide around on the walls to get to books that are higher up. Um, in terms of where you'd want to study or learn, um, a thing. There are comfy, chairs, like lounge chairs, not lounge chairs, comfy like uh, big like reading chairs, um, that are like under candlelight, or long desks, long wooden desks where you can kind of put all your books and just kind of study at. Um, it's mostly brass, wood, and purple um, suede fabric is kind of the vibe. It smells like old books in here.
Lynx is so overwhelmed.
Um,
Oh Lord, how is he gonna find his book?
if you're looking for books on general like spying and espionage and things like that, you might have a good way to go about it. I kind of just gave it to everybody, so it's not something you have to search for.
Okay.
You turn on you walk for a while and you turn a corner and you find espionage as one of the nonfiction section books or book categories. And you go through it, and you're like, my stealth's pretty good. I have, I'm good at, survival, but I need to learn how to get better with my hands, you know. And you find a book on how to rig gambling, small gambling games, and you open it up, and inside are uh, you know all kinds of small like hand tricks. You'd think you were reading a book about how to do close-up magic. um, in fact, if you went to another book that uh, by the same author, it had a lot of the same stuff in it about close-up magic. But essentially it's how to use your hands in a way to steal or rig games in order not to get caught. So having a fourth ball, in your pocket, and being able to put it under the cup, in the wrong spot, just so you can win some extra cash, or have a slight tear in the back of a playing card that you can know that that is the card that you need to pull at the right time to know that you're going to win the game, or things of that nature. And you sit there and you learn about it. Where in the library would you like to do this reading? And I'm going to make a roll to see if anybody joins you.
Um, he's probably just gonna like literally just sit down by the shelf.
Okay. So you are reading right in front of the shelf, and uh, you see a woman who is dressed in kind of like yellow robes. You've seen her before. You know that this is Leora, your Tabaxi monk, who
Oh,
was helping you in that thread and textile store back in Waterdeep. Hello,
interesting.
child. What are you reading there?
Oh, just the how to rig gambling games, I guess.
Is that something you need to know?
Not necessarily, but I mean, if I want to get quicker with my hands, then this might help a
Oh,
bit.
oh, absolutely. Um, yeah, no. You can do that, or you can learn from the best. And she's a bit of a martial artist, and she does like Naruto, like
Oh
the
my
fucking
god!
hand motions they make. She does like a bunch of those in front of you, and you're like perplexed as to what's even happening. And she's like, if you want to learn how to use your hands, you just have to trust them, my dear. Trust in your hands, and they will do everything you need them to do. There are techniques, and she hands you a book that she was reading about how to, do some basic martial arts techniques. Now, you're not going to use this to get better at fighting, but in order to learn how to better use your hands and how to trust your hands, this is the book you should be reading.
Thanks.
Absolutely. I'm always happy to help. And she walks past you, and something you notice about her is when she walks, there is not a single sound that her feet make. She is as nimble as a cat because she is one. Um, but she is silent in her movement. She is very intentional in her movement. And she walks away. And now it is time to roll for it. So we'll say that you sat in your corner, you read both of the books, and I'm going to give you advantage on this roll because you got Leora, who is a really, 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 really good
No.
get just now. You could have gotten anyone else, and you wouldn't have gotten that. You got very, very lucky. So you're going to roll sleight of hand. Let's say for the sake of it, you're gonna try to put the books back on the shelves without making a peep. So you're going to roll sleight of hand with advantage.
Oh boy. I'm scared. Oh, did I not put on advantage? I put on advantage.
Just roll it again.
Okay.
18. So with an 18, yeah, you've absolutely aced it. You're gonna get that +1 to sleight of hand. And you put
Yay.
the books back, and just when the book next to it was gonna start to tip over, you definitely kind of move your hand in a way that you can catch both books in one hand, while keeping yourself on the ladder, and you have mastered sleight of hand for today.
Yay!
Yep.
That's so Lynx core.
Yay!
All right, so that concludes the training that you guys have justly earned, and now it is time to move on to the next day. So you guys have had dinner, you guys have done your training,
Yay!
you guys go to sleep. Vixen,
Yay.
do you want to try attuning one more time?
Yes, of course.
Okay. After failing to attune twice, we're gonna say this is, you're gonna put everything into this. So tell me the ultimate way that you are going to get into a relaxed state of mind, clear your head, and just do what Vixen does best and blab about everything.
Uh, okay. Hold on. I need to like immerse myself. I'm in the whole fit. I have everything with me. I'm gonna bring my stuff and I'm gonna lay down. Okay. So, Vixen, sit like lays on the bed. Oh God, this is gonna be really difficult to do. Okay. On the bed, in her room. Everything's quiet. Nothing to disturb her. Just straight on her back, staring up at the ceiling. Closes her eyes. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Oh God. Um, yeah, it's I'm trying to scrounge around and think about what could I possibly say? I mean, um, there's a lot of things that Vixen doesn't want to think about. There's a lot of things that she's been repressing. She doesn't, if something happens, she prefers to just move on, forget about it because it's easier that way. She doesn't, want to carry that baggage. She doesn't want to think about it for the rest of her life, even though, you know, things and habits, they stick around and she can't really shake them off. It's, it's been difficult. It's just, uh, you know, okay, got some clarification. Okay. It's time. It's time, guys. Sit down, buckle up. So, I mean, she doesn't really like to dwell on the past that much, but there were some fun things she had when she was a child. She especially loved spring and summer. She loved going out as a kid, playing out outside of her house, outside of the front door, looked under rocks, but she always made sure to put everything back where she left them because she knew not to disturb the environment. She loved seeing little insects crawl around. She loved life. She loved seeing life. She loved everything about it. Nature was one of the only things that was there for her, that was a constant for her. And, it was nice. And she sort of misses it. She sort of misses having that comfort, hence why she usually spends her time out in the wilderness because it's, like I said, it's a constant, nature is unpredictable, but it's always been there for her. And it's something she's grown used to. And, um, when nobody else was there for her, she always had something to fall back on. And she always had little critters to play around with, talk to, even though they can't talk back. She always had something with her. She was never alone, really, if you really thought about it. But it wasn't really enough, was it? It was never enough for her. She always wanted something more, but it was hard back then. She never really got to experience much of anything in her childhood, but she still had lots of good memories. She probably, I mean, she can remember all the nights her and her brother, stayed up, and her brother would read a book to her, something of his studies, something, anything, and she'd sit down, lay in bed, and just listen to him, and it was nice. And those nights she was able to fall asleep really easily. It was always her and her brother, you know. Eh. And she she really does miss that. She does, but what's the point of looking back on it? What's the point of thinking about it when she probably won't be able to get that back after
The second
whatever
you think
happened?
that, the bow glows. It has that green sparking energy that you've seen, but now it's kind of rounded out around the bow itself, but it's also wrapping around you like vines. Like you and the bow are one. Now is your best opportunity and you have advantage. And also, because I knew you were nervous about giving us lore, I'm going to give you inspiration. So
Yay!
you have opportunity here. Do not waste it. Roll to attune.
Oh, for insight! I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Please, 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 please. I need this bow so bad. I need it so bad. Please, 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 please. Okay. I'm rolling inspiration. What the
Do it.
flip?
You need a 15.
Come on. Okay. Okay, I'm manifesting. I'm manifesting. Please, please. All my other rolls have been so good. Okay, knock on wood. Please.
There you go. With a
Yes!
17, Vixen, you and the bow meet in like this void. Like you were instantly dragged into a forest, and you recognize this forest. This is where the grandfather tree was. This is where it grew. You were standing in front of a massive, massive tree. It is hundreds and hundreds of feet tall, wide. You can't see the other side of the tree. You can't see anything beyond it. It is massive. And you hear, as you grip the bow and you're looking at this tree, ancient voices. chanting and cheering your name. And that green energy envelops you like those vines. And it enters, your body and becomes one with you in this beautiful kind of ceremony. You feel that tattoo of that leaf from when you first got the bow glow, and your eyes turn bright green. And they also are glowing, and you feel yourself lift off the floor as if you are hovering and then flying past everywhere you've ever been to places you've never seen before. And just when you think that everything is amazing and wonderful, you wake up in bed. It is now the morning. You have the bow in your hand. You're grasping it to your chest. And you know that the attunement worked, and that you and the bow are one. Congratulations.
Yes, let's go.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, cut me off.
Good
Gosh.
job.
Yay!
Yay!
It took you like 4 sessions.
Oh,
Yeah. Finally. Oh,
And 3 tries. You did it.
Marcus, Marcus.
17. That's insane. Nice.
Thank God. It took so long.
It
Oh,
took
happy.
So proud of you, though.
Yippee!
Man, if you didn't land it there, I have no idea what I was gonna do.
I
oh my god.
don't know what I was like, well,
It's
this
like
is
you don't
already
have
a lot of
like
lore,
you can't give
guys.
off your whole lore. We need some of it for the arc. But yeah, now you have Whisper of the High Forest. You can use it actively in combat without taking any penalties. Once again, it is a bow crafted from the heartwood of a grandfather tree in the high forest. With a string made from the fibers of enchanted vines, it pulses with a faint, erratic green light, embodying the untamed magic of the forest. Except you, Vixen, have tamed it.
Woo!
Yes. It's over, man. I can die happy now. Awesome.
You better not die. You
That's
have a
for
magic
real.
bow.
That's true. That's true. I need to use it
If you
now.
die, you lose it.
Oh, you're
You
right.
lose
You're
the
right.
game.
No.
For the sake of time, Jaxon and Oasis, you guys are not visited by the demons and ghosts that live in
Thank
your
God.
brains.
Thank goodness.
So you're good. You get a good night's sleep. You don't have to roll for it. I do want to jump into the next day. We're not going to get to do all of it, but I will bring you to the next location so that we can start next session with this. This would have been the third encounter for the evening, but we're just going to get started. So, you guys all wake up, and you meet Father by the instant elevator, and which is the mechanism by which you
No,
guys
there was
entered.
an elevator. What was this last time?
Ew.
And
Please spare us.
he goes, "It's a lot easier going up than it is coming down. Are you guys ready?"
Yep.
Okay. To make this easier on all of you, I want you all to put your arms across your chest, kind of, like a
Wow.
mummy, and hold yourself tight. All right?
All
And
right.
try to lean on a wall, because I know that this is jerky and I know that it's not fun.
I'll be
All right?
fine.
And when you do that, he's like, your job is to save the world, but first, it's to help the people of the realm. And in order to do that, you have to do some cleaning up.
Clean up.
Good luck. Have fun. Learn, about the people and what their struggles are and what their successes are and the people are the most important thing. Always.
Gotcha.
Always they're the
Mhm.
most important thing.
Yeah.
You're gonna go out there, you're gonna do great, and you're gonna help everyone. I know it. I can feel it. And he looks at Vixen, and he kind of bends down, and he's like, "You attuned last night, didn't you? I can tell. You are radiant with magical energy right now.
Yeah.
Congratulations."
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yay.
And
Thanks so
you
hard.
guys, you guys go in the elevator, and you lean back, and you do hopefully what you tell him. Does anyone not do what he tells you to do?
Oasis.
Oasis.
I'll
Okay.
be
Oasis is like, I'll
fine.
be fine.
Okay.
Literally,
So
I've
you go in the
jumped
elevator.
and done stuff. Like, I'm the most capable when it's like balancing.
Very
Exactly.
true. And he goes to hit the button, and before he hits the button to send you guys back up, Maris runs forward and he goes, "Oasis, I just wanted you to know it was really cool meeting another Frog. I'll hope to see you soon."
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. it was cool. Yeah.
Good luck. And then
Thanks.
Father presses the button, and you guys are
Fucking
shot
love it.
vertically up, miles and miles in a single second. Within 15, 20 seconds, you guys have G forces pulling you against the earth. The gravity is working against you, and God, he was lying. It is not easier going up than it is coming down.
Wow.
And you
Just like
end
a
up
dad. Fucking
you end
hate
up back
him.
at that cabin with the purple roof and the purple door, and if you were holding your hands across your chest, you're fine. You don't have to roll for anything. Oasis, I'm gonna need you to roll Constitution saving throw.
You brought this upon yourself.
Oh boy.
You
Oasis,
deserve that. You deserve that so bad.
you're lucky
Worth
that
it.
you guys had to leave early and you were not able to grab breakfast. However, you are incredibly queasy. Incredibly queasy. I'm going to give you with a 5 disadvantage on any further Constitution saving throws throughout the rest of to this encounter.
Worth it.
I'm not going to make you puke though.
Good.
So that's that. You were instructed to go into Neverwinter proper, but you were also told, Oasis, that you can start at your house. You guys walk there. It's about a quarter of a day to get through the forest. It's almost as if a magical path kind of was built overnight to just make sure you get there safely. You're not entirely sure how a magical path could be built like this. You definitely did not see it coming in. Perhaps the those purple roses, are sentient. They know where you need to be, or magic, or Father did something. Who knows? Maybe you'll find out one day. But you end up about a quarter of a day's journey later at what is Oasis's dwelling place with their family. Oasis, what does your house look like?
It's like a huge, like from the outside, it's a huge, what's the word? Stump. Yeah, stump. Like a huge stump, like a tree that was cut off like years ago. And there's like a lot of leaves outside. There's like a garden. There's even like a greenhouse connected to the stump. I know there's like an archway, etc. House of, like, there's like a little sign. It's written House of Lore Haven, but a little bit, like added like a little wooden sign added underneath is written like what was it? I forgot. No, I know it's always Whisperwind, but there was another one. Let me check real quick. I swear, Bryony. Yeah. So like, yeah, 3 names. So yeah, simple like that. Huge tree stump.
Okay.
That's amazing.
So when you see your dwelling, it fills you with like kind of a joy that you haven't experienced in a while, and then you notice some things that aren't the way that you left them. First, the windows to the house have been broken in. The door to the house is half missing and off the hinges. There are papers and documents scattered everywhere in kind of the courtyard area, but also within what you can see of the home. It seems like something was burning at the very least, and you do not see any signs of life within the dump. And that is where we're going to end today's session. I hope everyone had a lot of fun.
I've been here for barely an hour. Yay!